record. Never mind, they're gonna be...
Oh, and Maverick on
They're fine!
Dixon in the driver's seat, Ingram behind him down the back straightaway. A little bit of juking out there. It's like a football field.
Yeah, taking some IndyCar lines down the back straightaway. Ingram really closes up on the back bumper of the 15. He's all over it as we go through 3 and 4. He's there on the bottom. He's to the inside. Coming to the checker flag. Oh, the big bump's in. All 3 of them. Around 5 and 1.
Musa's gonna...
Oh, he's gonna use that apron.
He's gonna use the apron.
They're gonna be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's gonna be a drag race to the line. Tom Musa gets it.
Tom Musa, where did he come from?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway for tonight's feature presentation of the USORL Red Bull Cup Series Playoffs, Round of 10, Race 1. As always, I'm your host, JoeTowNetwork. Alongside me tonight, it's the one, the only, Mr. Ricky Collette. Welcome once again to the USORL booth, Rickford.
Hi there, Joe. Glad to be back for tonight. I've been excited for this all week here at Talladega Superspeedway for our next round here in the playoffs. It should be a wild one here.
Welcome everyone to chat. Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday night. Make sure you wish your mothers a very happy Mother's Day tomorrow. And we're gonna have some fun tonight here on JTN, Ricky. It's 2.5. Everyone knows it. It's 2.5 mile super speedway. One of the best, highly rated races here on JTN of the year was the original, or the first race here at the Talladega Superspeedway with these USORL boys. And man, oh man, we are in for that treat tonight. 60-degree weather. So it's a little bit cooler, and we're seeing these guys get really big runs and really pushing the limits of these stock cars.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of pushing it to the limit here tonight. A lot of pack racing, a lot of tight racing. Everyone's going to be going for every bit they can here. Points really do matter, and you saw how close it was last week on a 1-point difference on that cut line to make it into this next round. Bumping Sean Whitehill in the 2 out of the playoffs.
Yeah, just rub it in his face a little bit more.
My point stands, you got to take everything you can get out here. These guys are going to be absolutely on the ragged edge all night long.
But Ricky, this is our race preview presented by Circle B Diecast. Make sure to use code JTN at checkout for free shipping on your order of $20 or more. And part of that race preview is to take us through tonight's starting lineup, so get after it, buddy.
All right, with pleasure. Starting on the pole tonight at a time of 47.615 of the 21 cars that will be starting tonight is Ray Tustin in the 18 machine. That 54 car will be Huang Do starting in that second spot. Mikey Murata in the Napa 55 will be starting third with Sean Whitehill in that JTN machine starting alongside him in fourth in the 2 car. Jag in the 24 will be starting fifth tonight with Davey Hazard in the 75 starting alongside him in sixth. Zach Rosowski in the 1 will be starting seventh. Cal Lavalst in the 12, 8th. Us Spencer in the 13 will be starting 9th. And rounding out the top 10 will be Jamie Zalecki in the 07 car. Cam Barnes in the 7 will be starting 11th, with Darren Ingram alongside him in the 12th position in the 23 car. Jesse Dalton, the 15, will be starting 13th. Noah Joyce in the 3 will be the last car to take a time in qualifying and roll off from the 14th position. William Page in the 42 will be starting 15th tonight. Antonio Ruiz in the 11th, starting 16th. Rolling off from 17th will be the 26th car of Dan Asher. 18th will be the 49 of John Peterson. 19th will be the 16 of Garrett Sidnor. Last car in the top 20 will be 32 with Sean English. And DJ Harris, the 66 car, will cap off the field tonight in the 21st position. That'll be your starting lineup for tonight's race at Talladega. A bit of a smaller field that we've seen for some of these super speedway races, but I think that's going to make for a lot more intense racing here. These guys know how many people, they're going to be a lot closer to the front. They're going to want to make a lot of intense moves tonight.
And 94 laps tonight. It's going to get crazy. You're not going to want to miss a second of it. Be a friend, tell a friend about what you're watching tonight here on JTN, the JoeTow Network. Share the stream, share the YouTube page, share our socials, whatever you got to do. We appreciate all your guys' support. We're getting ever so close to 600 subscribers, about 30 away, so we'd like to close that gap just a little bit tonight. That would be amazingly fantastic. And again, this was our pre-race or preview presented by Circle the Diecast. Ricky, right now on the screen, we see the 75 of Davey Hazard. Hazard has been the story of the season. League leading 8 wins, of course. Comes into the first race of this round of 10 of the Playoofs. 34 points to the good. You have to think the 75 team, they just want to have 3 consistent races here in the round of 10.
Yeah, that's all you got to be doing right now. Just consistency. And you should be able to breeze through this. But you know, we say consistency like it's an easy thing. It's sometimes easier said than done. Last week, let's rub some salt in the wound again on that 2-car, Sean Whitehill. We said he just had to survive the race and ended up just barely missing that cut line. You really got to make sure when you're being consistent that you're not being less consistent, that someone else is also being consistent, to make that really confusing, because it's so close out here. But right now, looks like he's in a position where he just needs to perform for the next 3 races to be okay, which doesn't seem like too daunting of a task at first glance.
Not too daunting of a task indeed, Ricky. Let's get the rest of our standings coming into tonight, because we got to make sure the graphics crew actually gets to keep their pay. So there you see Hazard, 34 to the good. Then it gets a lot tighter. Calaval there in second. He's 8 up. Then Jeff Dixon, Huang Do, and Cam Barnes, as well as William Page, all tied for third in points, 6 to the good. Big crash there in turn 3 at the back of your screen. And then Noah Joyce, Darren Ingram, last 2 in, tied for 7th, 3 points to the good. Zach Krastowski, Garrett Sidner tied 3 points out. We always talk about Talladega being a wild card. And, I mean, we mean that because anyone can win it. It's not necessarily like one of these other races where we've expected our playoff drivers to win the race. I would expect more likely that a non-playoff guy wins, because there's 11 to 10, right? If you just had to go by odds. But tell me why I'm wrong, Ricky.
You're wrong.
Tell me why.
Yes.
Always some great information from Ricky Collette here. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button on the video, and you are subscribed to us here at JTN. Let's try to get that viewer count up and up and up throughout the night. It's going to be a fantastic race, and you're not going to want to miss it. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the live stream, share the YouTube page with all your friends, and help us as we're on our road to 600 subscribers. Is that right? I believe that's right.
Yep, that is right.
Let's go.
570 right now. Big old 5-7 egg.
5-7 egg. We want to get to 1,000 by the end of the summer. That's the goal we've set forth in the JTN production meetings. Car on its roof. That's Jag. There's a mess down here.
There's a little bit of a mess down here, but just these guys having some fun, blowing off some steam before we get rolling here in the happy hour. Testing the draft out here. Had an interesting discussion earlier, getting some notes on this, that some of the feedback for tonight. These cars handling a lot like what you'll see the normal Cup cars handle on super speedways in the real NASCAR Cup Series. Obviously, stock vanilla NR 2003 physics modeling, so side draft probably not a huge thing, but in the sense of the way these guys are getting runs and can kind of work together to bump draft, might see a lot more maneuverability tonight than we've seen in previous Dega races here.
And I want more maneuverability. I don't know, Ricky. If these guys are getting crazy runs, we know that drivers here at the USORL, they're some of the most aggressive in all of sim racing, and now you're giving them extra big runs. I don't know, man. That's kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. I love it.
Crazy. But
maneuverability around here is just an absolute riot. Quite literally, quite physically and literally, everyone's just going everywhere. Anyone could go for any position at any given time, and it's an absolute madhouse.
Trying to get my notes together, make sure we're Here we are. Happy hour currently going on. That's why you see a lot of wrecks. We hope that's not the case throughout the rest of the night. Austin Spencer leading the draft right now in front of the 66 of Harris. Old DJ. Golden Corral. Top 10 kids eat free at the virtual Golden Corral. Ricky, how does that sound?
That sounds pretty good. I don't know if any of them are open right now because of COVID. They might be. But if you can, any open Golden Corral's open if you go to it with a hammer, a crowbar.
Yeah, we're folks. Any statements made by JTN commentators are not indicative of JTN. Viewer discretion is advised, and please do not go to your local Golden Corral with a hammer.
No, don't. Do not.
It's just Ricky's dark sense of humor. Slapstick humor. Oh, one car.
Oh, there goes that 66. Kids aren't going to eat free now because he said it.
Kids are not going to eat free. Kids are crying right now. They're wondering what happened to their meal. Kids are eating free in schools right now, though, thanks to some grants by the FDA and the U.S. government to make sure kids are getting free school meals during the pandemic, so that is awesome.
Looking around through here, though. Yes, again, a comment in chat. Small European... Okay, hang on. Small European hockey markets fan asks, is this practice? Yes, this is practice. This is final practice after qualifying. Got about 4 minutes left here that we're just trying to burn time on, and then we'll be getting right to the race.
Sometimes these races, these races will start at 10:50. Sometimes they add a little bit of practice because they think the drivers need a little more practice. And tonight apparently is one of those nights they think the drivers need a little more practice, Ricky.
Yeah, usually the pre-race setup before the race is very fluid, just because you never know what's going to be needed. This USORL, they usually allot one restart, I think it is. One restart a race if they get like a lap one wreck. In case anything happens, like a lot of other leagues do, but they'll do stuff like that sometimes if someone needs an extra like 2 minutes, so just kind of throw them a bone real quick. So a lot of maneuverability, a lot of flexibility in scheduling here. Looks like giving these guys just a little extra time possibly on track, just to make sure that everyone's all squared away for tonight, all ready to roll, ready to rumble here at Dega.
European Hockey Markets fan says, sorry about your name. Don't be sorry. That's awesome. I love me some hockey up here in the Motor City. We're Hockey Town, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that as a bad thing. I was saying that as I saw it pop up at the corner of my eye, and then my brain kicked in and was like, oh, I actually have to read that out. Hang on.
No, I love the name, man. I love the name.
Look at these guys going 3 wide here. I'm loving this little... You're seeing it. These guys can really generate a run. This little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 car pack here, and really mixing it up right now. Hopefully, this is indicative of what we're going to see in the race. Because,
well, minus the wrecks.
Minus the wrecks, obviously minus the wrecks.
Well, I mean, we might be like NASCAR with our marketing, you know. Ooh, shots fired. Pew 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Couple entries that we haven't seen in a couple weeks. 07 Jamie Zalecki, 26 Daniel Asher. Dan Asher. Sorry, Dan. Called you Daniel.
Daniel.
Oh, that is the name your mother gave you, so. And it's Mother's Day tomorrow. Richard.
Yeah, it is. Technically in an hour for us. We're on Eastern time.
Oh, my goodness.
Right, I think we're on Eastern time. You're not on Eastern time. I am on Eastern time.
I am on Eastern time. I don't know why. I don't know why you always think I'm not.
I swear I thought your end was like past the.
Nope. It's like Indiana is the last Eastern
that's
time.
Right. Indiana's after. Okay, yeah.
You silly goose.
I always think you run through Indiana before you get to your neck of the woods for some reason. I forget where Indiana is.
And Ricky's the guy that's driven across the country in vans.
Yeah, I know, but your eyes kind of glaze over while you're driving. I know I hit Ohio, then you hit... God, you hit Ohio. I always thought you hit Ohio and then Indiana, but I must have gotten them mixed up in my brain. I think you're right. You hit Michigan first. Watching
this push and you saw Sean Whitehill in the 2 JTN merch store. Go buy yourself some JTN merch. Ford Mustang. He was all over the back bumper of the 75 of Davey Hazard. Oh! Hard contact into the wall. Big wreck.
And big tumble. Look at them all tumbling. Look at them go.
Oh, my. Oh, they're all tumbling.
DJ Harrison chat saying tonight is the night that kids will be eating free. So he urges Joe. That 66 team determined to eat free tonight.
He's gonna finish 11th, and it's gonna be so sad. Now that he said that. Folks, tell us who you think is gonna win the race in chat. If I had to pick, I'm gonna pick that 23 Darren Ingram because he's the most aggressive guy here on the super speedways. Who would you pick, Ricky?
Ooh, that's a tough one. You know, I gotta go with Davey Hazard on this, and that's not biased. He's always a good. I guess it's a little biased. I've done a lot of super speedway racing with him, and usually it turns out pretty well when you get hooked up with that 75 car and start working with him. So I want to say Davey Hazard.
Couple dark horses. Mikey Murata in the 55. He qualified third. Ray Tustin on pole. Sean Whitehill there in fourth, although he's got the win on the year. Those guys all non-playoff drivers. They're going to have a solid shot at it tonight. They're always super conservative early on in the race, and I think that's going to be something that you're going to have to do here tonight.
Hey,
again,
Joe,
tell us who you think's going to win.
Someone in chat wondering, can we get a replay on that wreck? Think we could get one real quick before they go racing here?
We'll try.
Try.
How many seconds we got?
Yes.
Oh, God.
0 seconds, but it's going to kick over in a minute. I think we got time.
All right, let's see it.
See that big old wad.
There's a replay of the wreck. Big junk, big hits.
Big tumbles, big flying. That's what you're going to see tonight.
Live on JTN.
Live on JTN. Bob bing, bob boom, and here we are at the race, and now we can't look at the replay.
Drivers, to your car.
Drivers being called to their cars for the start of this one. Again, 94 laps around this Talladega Superspeedway. 250 miles make up this race, and it's going to be a fantastic one, of course, live here on JTN. Be a friend, tell a friend about the live stream tonight. Cheer on your favorite driver, and if this is the first time you're watching us, make sure, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're here live every Saturday night through, I believe it's the end of June, subtract Memorial Day weekend, with the USORL Cup Series. The racing every Saturday night, 10:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Until the end of June, we're going to crown a champion here. We got 7 races to go here in season 7. 7's wild. 7's wild.
7's wild. Lucky number 7. I think we're going to get lucky to see a pretty crazy race tonight. I think everyone watching on JTN here is going to get quite a treat.
NASCAR fan writes in, you should. The commentary is funny. I think that's about us, and we appreciate that. We hope you're laughing with us and not at us, but if you're laughing at us, at least you're laughing.
Hang on, my stuff crashed.
Oh boy, off to a flying start.
Joe, I'm going to be the one tonight with everything crashing.
Hey, that's actually better. Honestly, that's probably better for us. Because then the fans at home get to see everything. But fingers crossed we don't have big crashes. Mikey Murata, I got some last-minute intel. You can handle the bumps pretty well. Tandeming is sort of a thing. The high line is probably the best once people get up there. So we'll see how that plays out. Teammates on the front row, Ray Tustin, Huang Do, Mikey Murata, Sean Whitehill, Jag, Davey Hazard, Zach Krastowski, Laval, Austin Spencer, and Jamie Zalecki, your top 10 for the start of this one, folks. It's going to be a wild one as we enter the Geico restart zone. And away we go. Green flag here at Talladega. Round of 10, race 1.
Huang Do gets a great jump on that start there on the start of the race. I don't believe the leader has to make it to the line, so Huang Do in fair play here gets the lead here. Go call Mikey Murata in that 55 right behind him coming off turn 2.
Ray Tustin went up to the top line, tried to pick up Sean Whitehill. Whitehill tried to find a way around, and they're losing momentum out there right now. Big slide for Joe down the back straightaway. Mikey Murata now to the inside.
That blue Napa car on point here. Mikey Murata coming freight train on the bottom by Huang Do. I think Huang's trying to go up high here to catch his teammate, the 18 of Ray Tustin, who was falling back there. Not a bad time to start trying to set up that second line. You see Zach Krastowski trying to jump to the high line, that one car.
Krastowski on the outside looking in right now in the playoffs. It's only race 1, but as many points as you can get, you want to get them as soon as you can get them. Mikey Murata leads lap 1.
That's the thing about being under that points line, is that you're just throwing Hail Marys right now. Anything that's going to capitalize for you is exactly what you need to close the gap here. Zach Rostowski going to be leading that top line, but it looks like the 54 is going to come up with the 23. Mikey Murata on the apron. Looks like Mikey's going to seen enough, got his lap led, going to drop back a little bit here. Interesting
move there for the 55, Napa Toyota. Darren Ingram now leading the outside. He's got Huang Do right behind him. Looks like they're trying to tandem their way to the front. Do drops to the bottom. Darren thought about it. 54 the inside in the big red Toyota.
Look how spread out these guys are, Joe. Now that we're up to full song, they're doing 210 miles an hour here.
That's crazy.
That's not exaggeration on this. They're coming around. Jag in the 24 is doing 211 in the lead here. These things are absolute missiles right now. And you can just see no one's really hooked, like stuck nose to tail here. They're bump drafting, but that's about as close as you're getting to anyone.
Ricky, every time I see these guys come off the corner, I am terrified. Behind the wheel, are you terrified too?
I'm sweating bullets there. 24 Gander Outdoors machine of
Old Jag.
Old Jag. We never know how to pronounce his last name, so we just don't say it. Old Jag. Leading them up.
Sidner!
Great save by Garrett Sidner there. The 16 car dropped a ton of speed down to, only 200 miles an hour, getting passed by the whole field. Just one of those things.
Garrett's another one of those guys on the outside looking in. Doesn't have a win on the year, so does not come into the round with any playoff points, bonus points, and now he's going to the back, and that is, I don't know, man. It's still early, and you don't need to push it to the front, but I feel like the safest place is still that front.
Absolutely, I would wholeheartedly agree on that. You want to be up at the front here. That's the only places. I believe we heard this. I can't remember who said it. It might have been Brad Keselowski or somebody at Dega mentioned this, saying that the only two places that are safe at Dega is being all the way up front out of the chaos or all the way in the back out of the chaos. But you don't want to be in the middle, anywhere in the middle of that field. So, best place for you right now is to be leading this whole shebang. And right now, Darren Ingram on that high line, leading it. Looks like they're trying to form something up there to sort of start making a charge on this low line. Just haven't gotten everyone uniform just yet, but I think they should be able to do that in a couple laps here.
Got a couple IPA cars. You got the 54 Games 1-2-3 racing machine. Spencer Racing, the number 7, then the 07 as well, another Ford.
Here comes Darren Ingram, starting to pick up some momentum here. Alongside the 26 of Dan Asher's. Next shot is going to be Cal Laval in that 12th car.
EV Racing, number 12 of Cal Laval.
You can see the interesting thing I'm noticing, these cars are carrying so much speed into turn 1 and 2. It's like that low line isn't really hugging the low line. As you see Jag actually move up the track and Davey Hazard getting under him. It seems like they're moving up the track just a little bit, so they can't really hold it like they would usually do when the cars are a little more restricted.
Is that just a product of all the speed? Oh, big moment there with the 12.
Yeah, I think it is just a product of the speed, and I also think that's why these cars are kind of easy to upset right now.
So they're like a toddler. They're just a little easy to upset, little irritable.
Yes, a little irritable, but put that 75. Davey Hazard on point, leading the lap here.
So Hazard gets the bonus point that he doesn't necessarily need, but he'll take it. Another guy, again, comes in with a decent buffer. He talked about 8 points. Cal Laval, they're third on the inside line. The 12, EB Racing, UPS Ford Mustang. 8 points to the good coming into tonight, Ricky, and he's also has 6 cars between him and the cutoff line. I think that's the more important thing coming into race number 1. And oh, buddy, got hooked by the 26 Asher.
Oh, and he hangs on to it, but that's going to check up that low line a lot. Darren Ingram leading that middle line is going to capitalize on this. Not Darren Ingram, Jag, I mean, leading that high line to try to capitalize on this. But at the same time, look at that. We're through wide here. The 07 trying to make a third lane. Jamie Zalecki, and it's kind of hanging on to it, honestly.
Like I said, we got intel from the 55 team that they think the outside line, if you get enough cars up there, it's going to work. Right now, though, everyone hesitant to go up there. Is that kind of you don't want to get close to that wall because you're giving yourself less room for error?
I think it's that you don't want to get close to that wall because if there's a wreck under you, you're immediately going to get stuffed up there. It's
Yeah.
like the most dangerous spot when everyone's racing together. That's where all the wreck's going to go. That's where all the momentum's going to go when someone goes up into the wall, and you don't want to get squeezed by someone. But Dan Asher in this 26 making a shot at this lead. Doesn't have the help behind him right now. Noah Joyce and Jack are the only ones behind him. Looks like he's starting to lose some ground.
I would just try to get up there now. I'd go for it.
Looks like he's starting to get caught getting some guys behind him. So that should probably stem the bleeding right then and there. But you can see more guys starting to move up to that top lane. Mikey Murata trying to get up there in the 55 to lead it. They got a few cars up there.
How do you play this right now, Ricky? I mean, what, we're working lap number 9, 94, so, you know, just about 10% of the way into the race. But what do you play? How's your play? As I think we're seeing the play right now with Cal Laval and Sean Whitehill.
I don't, honestly, right now, I'm still trying to figure it out because low line looked dominant, but look, this high line's come in and it's way up by the wall where it seems like that fast lane is, like we were talking about. Cal Laval getting a lot of help right now to challenge Davey Hazard for the lead.
Lapped car up ahead. It's English in the 32, so if these guys are still 3 wide when they get to them, it's going to be a little dicey.
Let's see, it's a smaller field, so Sean English has plenty of space to jump off the track if he needs to and get back on in a timely manner.
Oh, contact! And that's going to be our first caution. A bunch of guys involved. I see a couple playoff drivers. 16 to Garrett Sidner, 54 Wong Do. 15, that's Jesse Dalton tonight in place of Jeff Dixon for the Owners' Championship, and that's our first caution of the night. That could have been a lot worse than what it was, Ricky.
I'm not seeing a lot of damage on those cars out there, to be honest. So we just saw involved in that. Garrett Sidner's got a bit of rear end damage, moderate damage tonight. Important to note, so a lot of these are probably fixable. Getting back on this.
From our helicopter cam.
Looks like the
Asher
26
just-
and Dan Asher just
I wonder
went
if
hard right.
Looks like a tire went down on the 26.
Almost. I'm wondering if maybe he had an issue with his wheel, something disconnected there, but took a hard right there. I'd say the car dipping down like he lost a tire. I think he just... But a lot of slow spins here for such a high-speed wreck. That was a lot of soft hit for a lot of these guys. No flipping. I think Garrett Sidner got the worst of it, but all these guys on pit road might be able to get their stuff repaired already coming out. Long go, Jesse Dalton.
And oh man.
So I think a lot of those guys are going to live to fight another day. I think 54 took a few good hits there. I think he's probably good to roll because I don't really see any crumpled fenders on that car. That was already a front runner.
In chat, corner wrecks are lame. I don't think they're lame for these guys involved.
Yeah, for these guys involved, they love that because that's probably the best place where they're not going to flip. But
Everyone coming down pit road.
you can look at Garrett Sidner, that rear end does not look that kicked out, so we'll see what happens when he comes down and gets his fenders pulled out, but currently, I think a lot of these guys might be able to get that repaired up.
And Sidner 3 points outside looking in, coming into tonight. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you only have 20 car fields, and every position's a point.
13 car, Austin Spencer wins a race off pit road. Now a lot of guys are probably going to take 4 tires here just for the sake of
track position.
There's not a lot of tire wear here. So realistically, they don't even need to... They could take 2 tires every single stop and probably be no worse for wear as long as they just sort of split it up between left, right every stop.
Boy, oh boy.
That Lego My Ego machine of Austin Spencer looks like that's going to be leading us back here when we go green. We'll see what the call up in the tower here is.
We'll be choosing.
Actually getting a report from the 2 camp of Sean Whitehill. Their game alt-tabbed.
Oh no.
the 26 machine, which, for anyone that doesn't know what that means, Dana Asher, it means it's the game basically. I don't know if you ever had this happen with Windows program, but it's when it kind of freaks out and then like force minimizes.
Mm-hmm.
That's apparently what happened with him, unless he accidentally did it himself. But I think it's probably the former and not the latter on that.
See where the choose cone is here.
Davey Hazard down low, and there might be a choose cone in the track that we don't see.
Okay.
Well,
I guess it's the double yellow line somewhere.
I have to see. We'll have to check in on that. But choosing right now, so they will be going green this time by the 13 of Austin Spencer will be leading them back. Cal Lovell in that 12 machine starting up top. Davey Hazard in the 75 in third. Sean Whitehill, we just got the report from, in fourth. Mikey Murata in the... So Mikey's going to be in sixth, and I think Darren's going to be in fifth. So Darren Ingram, last car in the top 5 there.
Coming back to green here, Austin Spencer with control. Cal Lovell to the outside. Ford v. Ford on the front row as we come into the Mike Co restart zone, and away we go. Green flag once again here at Talladega.
Spencer getting a big push from Davey Hazard. We see 2 cars in the back there. Cam Barnes and Will Page already going to the outside, trying to immediately form up that high line up against the wall. These guys have really seen something with that high line there. It's just like the middle's not that fast, but when you get people up top, it starts to pick up.
Hazard all over the TV panel of that 13 Ego machine of Spencer.
Here comes Cal Lovell, going to go to the outside here. Darren Ingram tries to see if he can get a run. That bottom line's not really formed up yet, so a good time to start making those shots. See if he can get any kind of run before it forms up. You see that 13 really kicking out the rear end coming out the turn 4.
That car is not handling well right now with Hazard all over the back bumper.
They're handling good.
No, they're not handling good at all. I don't think he would say that car's handling good right now, Ricky. I get the meme you're going for, but not the time, because Austin Spencer in the 13, he is going crazy right now.
You see that 23 of Darren Ingram on that high line. Hang on.
Ingram on the outside trying to get something going. But now you're a producer.
That was my producer.
That was your producer. What's your producer's name?
Making a lot of noise. Rocky.
Rocky.
Yeah.
And my producer's, he's just sitting there on the controls right now. Just vibing. That's what he's doing. Battle for the lead. Ingram on the outside of Spencer and Zalecki on the outside of them. Almost 3 wide for the lead. Coming to lap 15.
Man, talk about a change of pace here. 3 wide for that second spot here. Davey Hazard hanging on to her by about maybe a hair over Darren Ingram, but Jamie Zalecki's right there in the top line.
You know, a lot of times when you have an early wreck like that, you see everybody calm down a little bit. Doesn't seem like that worked.
Yeah, and also, does it give some people some ease of mind? I've seen some people in chat saying, come on, 54, Huang Do still in this front field, so I think he's pretty okay after that wreck. A lot of these guys that were in that first incident already tucked up back with the rest of the group, so I think those guys are all Gucci, as the kids would say.
I think they're just taking it a little easy right now. Might be sus, though. They might be sus.
I hate you. I hate you. That's it. JTN's canceled.
JTN's canceled.
Oh, look at this big wad here. They're getting so close to that center line. Darren Ingram, he's in that sucker hole right now in the middle with Cal Lovell pushing him as Mikey Murata comes to the outside.
Noah Joyce to the outside, and that leaves Davey Hazard and Austin Spencer on the bottom. Hazard all over the back bumper trying to push that. Krastowski now. He's going to try to close the way out to the 75. Noah Joyce trying to get the outside line of work, and Mikey having some little transponder issues back and forth, back and forth.
Just a little bit of wiggling.
A little wiggle.
We've seen worse.
I mean, we have seen worse, but we've also seen better.
Noah Joyce, that 3 car, no stranger to the front at Dega, getting a big push from Mikey Murata, trying to get to the leaders, and they're doing 215 on that top line. I can't imagine they're gonna not get to these leaders, because the leaders aren't doing that on the low line.
That is scary.
Beep, beep. Here comes a freight train coming up top. Noah
That-
Joyce caught our leader there. Austin Spencer. 13 cars getting pushed from Davey Hazard. That top line has the numbers right now as Cam Barnes breaks it up and goes for the middle.
I was going to say, Barnes said, nah, I want to go to the lead. And also, just to correct you, trains do not go beep, beep. They go choo, choo.
They go chugga, 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 beep, beep. And you're seeing it right now. They are cooking on that top line here. They're cooking on that bottom line. Everyone's cooking. A whole lot of cooking. You know what happens when you're cooking too much at Dega? You get a grease fire, and that's where we get that big one.
You ever had a grease fire when you were working at the old fast food eatery?
No, because I'm not stupid.
Hey, me too.
Just kidding. I sliced my hand open once. I had to get stitches. Looking through this field.
The more you know.
It seems like everyone's kind of just leave that middle lane completely out right now. Look, it's like a train on top, train on bottom, but no one's just kind of filling in the middle just yet.
Well, you talked about it, though. That middle line just doesn't seem like it's effective enough.
It doesn't seem like it's effective enough right now. I think if you get enough numbers, it's effective enough, but for the moment, that high line really looks pretty good. Wong Do in the 54, making a run at the middle, but it doesn't look like he's got anyone helping him just yet there. He'll fall back in line in front of the 26.
Asher lets him back in line. Zach Krastowski, Noah Joyce side by side for third right now. That's a pair of Chevrolets.
These Chevrolets, look at this top four already starting to splinter away from the other guys to that top line, though. Shows you how much that bump draft does if you can get lock bumpers.
Noah Joyce.
This top line hasn't been able to get even with the leader yet, but they keep getting close. They keep getting to Davey Hazard in that 75 car coming down the straightaways, but I think they just need that one extra little push to get to Austin Spencer.
I was going to say, and there's got to be a lot of faith right now for these guys in the outside line, knowing that Joyce in the 3, and now we're going to splinter a little bit. Mikey going to go through the sucker hole. But Noah Joyce in the 3, you see on your screen, 1 win, 5 top 5s, 13 top 10s. That win came in the season opener at Daytona, so you know Noah Joyce knows how to get around these super speedways.
Yeah, absolutely. Noah Joyce is a great super speedway ace here, and definitely a guy you want leading the line here. It looked like he was going to try to go for the middle. Murata went with him, and then he decided against it, went up high. And by doing that, the field decided they wanted to go with Mikey Murata in the 55. Kind of hung him out to dry there. It shows you how quick things change at Talladega, but look at Zach Krastowski looking up high here, getting a push from Sean Whitehill. He'll leave Davey Hazard out to dry here. Our top two are going to be kind of free hanging for a few laps.
66 of Harris down on pit road, unscheduled stop. He's now a lap down.
Should say for a few laps. I apologize for like a turn here because I'm going to sucker back up here. Darren Ingram. That 23 of Darren Ingram. You don't want that 23 in your rearview mirror. You know he's going to get every inch out of that racetrack. You might not want to work with David right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he wants to make a run at this lead if he can get an opportunity for it.
Well, and those two have a little bit of history. I don't recall correctly if it was Daytona or Talladega, but they were side by side for second, and they just slapped doors all the way down the back straightaway and ruined any shot that anyone had at winning that race. So a little bit of a rivalry there between the two when it comes to these super speedways. Is that me stirring the pot a little bit? I think it is, but it makes for good viewership at home, so
it does.
Love to see it. Folks, make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button on the video. 16 currently watching, 10 likes. Come on. If you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing? What's not to like? We're racing at Talladega with the Red Bull Cup Series in the USORL. Fantastic racing so far tonight, Ricky. And also, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do so. We got all kinds of great racing here on JTN, and the next week we'll be back with you Monday night with All-Star Racing Trucks from Las Vegas, then the Bomb Squad Racing Trucks Wednesday from Dover, Bomb Squad Cup, then Dover on Thursday. Next Saturday at Richmond, race 2 of the round of 10 here with the USORL Playoofs. And then on Monday, May the 17th, the Excel Racing, we're going to be at the Pocono Short Track, so a little change of pace with some short track racing on a Monday night. All those races, of course, presented by our friends at TWB Technologies. Together, we are better and always live only on JTN.
Look around, Joe, and here comes that 32, Sean English coming to the top line. We saw him go a lap down earlier, or come close again to a lap down before that caution got his lap back, or got his position back, I should say. Making a charge at making that high line work. This low line has been kind of splintering up, but it still has that speed from just these top runners. Everyone else has kind of deviated to that top lane, and just haven't been able to get to the leader just yet.
Yeah, man, I don't know. All these guys, they kept talking about, oh, we can get this outside line, we can get it working, we can make it work, we can make it work. And then they don't even try to make it work, Ricky. What's up with that?
Oh, right now, so there's just different strategies going on around here, and the problem is, I think it's just that some people want to race to the front right now and try to take a gander at that lead, get some of that clean air on the nose, dictate the field for a little bit. So there's a lot of guys right now that are probably content to ride around somewhere in that top 10, you know, somewhere in the sight of the leader, just trying to kind of defend their area. So it's a hard task. When you get up front, you want to make a run at the lead, but then you remember how much ground you're going to lose if it backfires, and you got to pick and choose it. Sometimes it's easier to just kind of wait around a little bit and then kind of capitalize on this stuff. But right now, I really don't see a whole ton of that. These guys keep making shots to that outside, like they can trying to set up a run to our leaders here. It's just been haven't been able to totally form it up yet, but I see another car jumping out of line right now. That's 16 of Garrett Sidner, who got all of his crash damage repaired, jumping in front of that top line to see if they can get a little bit of a pull here.
Tsunami Anakin writes in the top lane looking like the AI running, it just falling back. Yeah. Oof. Right? I mean, right now they're just falling back, and I can't tell you why, because they were up there, they were competitive, and now it's just they're chewing on to the back.
Hey, give it a little bit here. I don't think they're going to be content to ride around like this for too long. You see Dan Asher looking to that outside, doesn't get a help yet. Doesn't get any help yet. Here comes the 12 of Cal. Cal's going to catch him here. That's going to kind of stem the bleeding. Is anyone going to come up with them? If not, that Highland's going to catch him eventually. But here we go. Here comes the 24. Here comes the 23 looking. Not yet. Just yet. But you can see, I think Dan Asher is trying to sort of get that draft out the 55 Murata and then kind of use that to try to make a run at this lead.
We saw
right now, it's a good time to experiment with it.
With how big of a run. I mean, we saw that in the Daytona 500. We've seen that at Talladega with the current NASCAR Cup Series package, right? You coming off of turn 2, you really back off through 1 and 2. That way you have a big gap. Then by the time you get halfway down the back straightaway or all the way down into 3, you have a big enough run to where you can make a pass, you can make that move for position. Because if you're to the inside or to the outside of a guy, I mean, you're hoping that he doesn't throw a block. You're hoping that he doesn't make a move that's going to wreck the entire field, especially if he's your teammate. Still a little salty, but you're hoping, you're trying to get that run. You're trying to put yourself in the best position to make a pass to win the race, depending on what part of the race you're in. And right now, like you said, Ricky, you got to experiment. You got to take some chances. We're just over a quarter of the way into this. There's still plenty of time to figure out what the best way to run around this 2.5-mile superspeedway is.
You know, just looking right now, you'll love to see it. 6 new subscribers since the start of this race, so there you go.
Y'all are the best. Keep it up. Let's keep going. I love it.
Let's keep this rolling. So it's gonna get crazy, and I know it.
It's gonna keep getting crazy.
And Joe, you gotta think they're gonna be coming up on pit stops soon here.
Oh boy, pit stops.
Which might be why we're starting to see these guys kind of form up into one line. Keep an eye out when we get to those pit stops, because if we get to those pit stops, because it's very perilous. These guys are doing 210 miles an hour. These brakes and these tires do not want to slow down from 210 miles an hour down to, you know, the posted 55. There's going to be a lot of people slamming on the brakes, sliding those tires. You got the 24 and the 18 already saying they're coming down. 55, 16, 26. Okay, here they all come. If you even brake check one person by accident, it could just cause an entire stack up, a whole big wreck right here coming on pit road. So these guys got to be very careful here.
Camera from the top of the grandstand to give you the best view of everyone peeling down off of pit road. Oh, Asher into the back to Hazard. More contact. Wando, Sean Inglis involved, and that's, I believe, going to bring out a caution.
That's going to bring out a caution indeed. And that's what I was talking about. You got to be careful coming out this pit road, and one person, it's like a tinderbox. One person ignites it, and the whole thing just immediately goes up.
Here's a replay. They get off of turn number 4 A-OK. And then you see Asher into the back of Hazard, sends him for a spin. English into the right rear of Doe.
Yeah, it looked like Asher. Well, just what I was talking about. Davey Hazard was slowing up. It had a different breaking point than Asher. Asher came in a lot deeper and started sending them all in here. No one really has any damage from this. You see a lot of guys getting kicked around with some moderate damage again. These guys all got thrown against each other in a big one earlier. And came away with fixable damage. So no harm, no foul for a lot of these guys. They're just gonna have to repair their stuff. Davey Hazard around here right now with a flat tire. I see that left front sunk into the ground. So all he has to probably abort at the pit road before getting a black flagger and end the line. Come in and get 4 tires on that car right now.
Everyone gonna make the trip down pit road now. Aiden writes in exactly what happened last Talladega race. Yep.
Works out pretty well for Cal Loval, though. Gets him that lead if he can win the race off pit road, but we'll see what kind of strategy that UPS machine ends up doing. If he only takes 2 tires or if he takes 4. If he takes 4, he'll probably lose it to somebody taking 2, but keep out to the end of this pit road on who wants to take the lead.
There's gonna be some guys repairing damage too, you would have to assume.
3-2, Sean English already rolling off here. We'll see where this all falls. Calaval still there, and he's going to win the race off pit road. So I guess more guys taking 4 tires than expected. Maybe there is a little more tire wear than we're thinking, Joe.
Well, probably too. They didn't take them last time, so let's come get them now.
Yeah, that is fair. John Whitehill down on the track. I think he might have gotten a black flag for speeding there.
Oof, big time problems for that 2 car. And if you like the paint scheme on that 2 car, there you see it. We brought a new JTN wrap out on the JTN car this week because we're promoting our new JTN race car merch. You got 2 different variants you can find now on the JTN merch store, available on t-shirts, hoodies, and we got stickers as well for both those. The traditional black JTN race car that Sean drove throughout the season and won. Or no, I don't think he wasn't driving that car at Michigan, but drove throughout the year here at the USORL, and the new white race car that he's driving right now on track. You can check those out on the JTN merch store. We got it linked in the video description below. And you also have all your different other types of merch. Fake Racers Podcast merch, which is live here on JTN with myself and this guy, Davey Hazard. As well as our Tommy's World merch. Tommy should be back in the booth next week. Stay tuned for a special announcement about that. As well as our JTN box logo merch, our JTN throwback logo merch, and all the like. A lot of great stuff on the JTN merch store. Go check it out and help support us here on JTN. If you like what you see, though, of course, the best way to support us is to check out, or to make sure you hit the like button on the video and are subscribed here on YouTube to us on here at JTN, as well as following our social medias. I'm asking a lot, Ricky. I'm asking a lot of these fans, but just know we appreciate it so much. And any way you support us, it does not go unnoticed. And we love you guys. You're the best in all of this community at helping support us at this little JTN dream that we've gotten going in the last year, and can't wait to see where we continue to go. Everyone coming back down pit road once again.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to do one more time around here. A lot of these guys going to come down, top off on that fuel. One thing I kind of was getting the vibe from seeing it down, hearing some buzz down on pit road. A lot of guys kind of hoping that this wouldn't turn into a mileage race.
Yeah.
So with the speeds we're running here, I don't blame them. So I think a lot of these guys are coming down, trying to get it as filled up as possible, just to say that, oh, the thing's topped off on fuel. I did everything I could do to minimize having to save fuel. Someone in chat, NASCAR fan chat, asking 30 likes by the end of the race. I don't know if we can do that. What do you think? That might be a lot, but
if you want to be the best, gotta beat the best, right?
DJF62 asking, can we get a yeehaw? Joe, I think he actually wanted us to go yeehaw.
Yeehaw! There you go.
Yeehaw! You got a bunch of snow-dwelling Yankees up here saying yeehaw.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works.
I don't think it's gonna sound great.
Authentic.
Yeehaw.
I have no idea what we're choosing. This is fantastic. I think it's at one of these lights. Let's see. Cal gonna back him up.
We're gonna split it off again, I think. You gotta bear with us here because we don't know where this box is, so you kind of just
there, kind of, I guess. There you see everyone choosing.
Inside, outside, inside, outside. Zach Krastowski gonna be on the front row on this high line here. Darren Ingram pushing him. So keep an eye out on this this beautiful Sun Energy machine. Zach Krastowski always bringing nice looking cars to the racetrack here. Gonna get that, see if you can get that Camaro sitting up front and pretty on this front row.
Hey, get that lap led and get the bonus point. Zach, of course, also 3 points on the outside coming into this race and has had a very consistent season, but no top fives. Looking to get that monkey off his back tonight and maybe take that #1 Sun Energy 1 Camaro to victory lane. Cal though, with control here on the restart on the inside. In the ups, Mustang will get ready to enter the Miteco restart zone. It says Geico, but it's actually Miteco. Green flag, we're back underway here at Talladega.
Cal Laval gets a really big jump there. That's going to let him dictate where he goes. And you see Zach Krastowski immediately ducks down. He wants to hang on to the second position. I think Zach wants to kind of calculate here and see if he can set something up for that lead before he actually goes for it.
Battles on for fourth. Selecki to the outside of Ingram. Darren just threw in chat. Don't know why he's watching the race on his digital dash right now, but boy, we have had some moments so far, huh? And I would have to agree, Chad. I think you guys would also agree.
Someone in chat asking, can we get a yeet in the booth?
If we see a yeet, you can get a yeet.
If we see a yeet, the next wreck we get, I will say something. I will say yeet, and I'll like put my back into it too. I won't just be like yeet.
Make sure you step away from the mic.
I'm not gonna like yell it, but I wanna put that inflection on in. Right now, one person that does not need to put inflection in right now is Cal Laval. He's just right in that nice little position right there. He gets to kind of bide his time and get a little bit of a breather leading this field right now.
You talked about everyone getting single file because we were coming to pit stops, but now they're kind of doing the same. They're starting to get single file.
Not just yet. You see Davey Hazard there trying to get up to that high line, trying to lead the top lane. Some of these guys are starting to look at that. 13 Austin Spencer right behind him. I think Hazard was taking that middle line to see if he could catch a little bit of wind off that low line just to sort of get some momentum rolling. But they got a lot of cars up there right now.
Yeah, we're just settling down more and more, it seems like. And maybe it's what you talked about with these guys not wanting to do the fuel strategy. Maybe they're running a little easier knowing they're going to have to make a couple more stops. But, man, oh man. I just don't know.
It's interesting to see what this 75 of Hazard's doing, because it seems like he's rolling that high line with the group. And then he keeps moving down the track. Maybe like he's trying to use the banking as like just a little bit of a speed boost there in the turn.
I don't think that's how that works.
You know what I mean? Just kind of let the momentum kind of carry him down the turn a little bit. Or maybe try to diamond it a little bit too. But you can see they are actually starting to pick up some speed, some positions on these guys. Right now running even with the 5th place car of Jeg in that 24 Gander Outdoors machine. There goes Cam Barnes that outside. Barnes wants to lead. That's going to give Davey Hazard someone to draft with here. And just when we say they're calming down, Joe, they're picking it back up. Davey Hazard right on that back bumper. Glues himself to that 7 Mustang. He wants that car rolling.
Davey's in a Spencer Racing sandwich right now with the 7 and the 13.
Yeah, and I think Hazard knows that. When Barnes moved up, he knows that's going to slow down the line if he doesn't start pushing Cam for all it's worth. And so he got right on Cam Barnes' bumper there, made sure he got up to speed as quick as possible. Now that 7 car is of that high line's needed pace, they should be able to take this train to that leader.
Ooh, sitting there in the wall further on back. Looks like he got a bad bump from the 49, John Peterson. Potentially Barnes trying to find his way back down at the inside line.
Krastowski to that eye line. Krastowski gonna challenge Laval. Barnes looks slow, tries to get in the line behind Laval. Now is Cal's momentum hurt because he lost that draft for a second. Here comes that 7 up the middle, where they're 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide for the lead, going down into turn 1. Laval, Barnes, Krastowski, 1, 2, 3, battling for that lead inside to the outside. Right now, I don't know who has the best push. Probably Cal on the bottom. But we'll see Zach getting a big push from the 75 of Hazard down the back straightaway. Move him out front by a nose as we go down into turns 3 and 4.
Zach Krastowski got a big shove by Davey Hazard. Going to have the point here coming through 3 and 4. I think the 12 is going to come back and get to a dead heat with him. Here he comes, side by side off turn 4. Who's going to lead the lap?
Through the tri-oval, still side by side. Cal's going to have the shorter way around, but Zach's got a little more momentum on the outside. Too close to call out the line. Who got that lap, Ricky?
Looks like the 12 got that lap, but Zach Krastowski still holding right there. I think that one machine, Davey Hazard, that 75. This is the reason I said early on in the race, you want Davey Hazard working with you at Super Speedway, or you want to work with Davey Hazard, because, man, he is pushing that one for all it is worth right now.
Looky now, 54, Huang Do, third on the inside. So he's made his way back up to the front, fan favorite in the big red Toyota.
Got Ricky Bobby on that TV panel, too. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did not. What did Ricky Bobby say?
Big red.
If you don't shoot big red, what? I know you can't say it on JTN,
You're
but
an unfavorable person. But here comes Zach Krastowski, gonna get that lap led. That one machine that's big on his points.
Give him that bonus point
here. Yeah, gonna give him that bonus point. Now he's got the lead. He's got Davey Hazard pushing him. Now, if they can get past a 12 car, does Zach stay up high with Davey, or does he try going down low?
I'm a firm believer you stay where you are if you're successful.
I think that is true, and I think, oh, well, Davey Hazard decided, no, I don't want that lead. So here comes Hazard down low on Krastowski. Austin Spencer's going to close that gap. They catch Krastowski. Davey's got to wait just a little longer of that 12 car to get to him. Is that going to help Krastowski hang on to this lead for another lap?
If I may, my statement remains true, because remember, Hazard was leading on the bottom for a while. So, statement's still true.
Guys, Zach Krastowski still has the lead, so give that next lap to Krastowski, but now Davey Hazard's got his help, and they're a dead heat here coming off of turn 2.
Turn 4 divided by 2 as they come down the back straightaway. Hazard and Krastowski still side by side for the lead. They both got 4s pushing. Oh boy, this is not what you want. I don't like it.
This. I'm sure the 25 people we got watching right now love this too, because, man, it started, the numbers started picking up. 26 numbers started picking up when these guys went side by side, so there's the the big secret to all this.
DJF_62 said it in chat because I can't say it on the broadcast, but that was the Ricky Bobby quote for you. Your discretion is advised. Hazard, though, leads that lap and is trying to get clear of that one at Krastowski. He will be through the center of turns 1 and 2.
Krastowski's getting a big push there, but they'll lose ground on Laval.
Baby.
Squeezing it, but here comes on the high line. They're looking on Austin Spencer, trying to see if they can get Jamie Zalecki, trying to see if we can get that tip-top line to work.
49 John Peterson trying to do an Eric Jones impression, working his way towards the front in the Armor All car.
Joe, remember 10 laps ago when you said they were calming down?
Yeah, I never know what's going on here in the USORL, let me tell you. Starting to think it's my fault.
And I'm thinking, you know, that's not a bad thing, because we just gotta start saying stuff and everything picks up. Oh, chat saying bake and shake.
Yeah, bake and shake, baby. That's what I do with my pork chops. I bake them and then I shake them.
Here comes Cal Lovel's got that lead right now, and Davey Hazard by just maybe about half a car length. Come down the back straightaway here. We'll see. Cal was leading last time by. We'll see if Hazard can get that lead back, but it seems like when you got enough people lined up on that top line and you got the momentum rolling, if you can get to the leaders, you can just hold there.
Cal gonna get back to the lead now in that 12 ups machine. What can Brown do for you? See if he takes Zach Krastowski to the bottom.
Yeah, Krasowski's starting to get a few chances here to start clearing Davey Hazard. Hasn't been totally clear of him just yet, but seems like that low line's starting to lose some numbers. Zach Krasowski goes down loud. He's going to go ahead in front of Davey Hazard for this second position. Sorry, I got really stumbled on my tongue there.
It's okay. I always stumble on my tongue. Oh, Peterson in the wall. That was almost big.
Do that?
Is it maybe that inside line as the tires are starting to go away, it's harder to keep it down there, so you're scrubbing a little more speed?
That is totally plausible, too. But you see that highlight's actually starting to fracture up just a little bit. So Zach Krastowski got clear Calaval here to take back that lead. We got Krastowski, Davey Hazard 1-2 here. Pushing each other. Well, Calaval technically in third at the moment, trying to go for Hazard on second. See, he's making a charge to the lead right now, even back up with Zach Krastowski at the entrance to turn 3 there. You can see that low line's got the low line, they're going in short distance around the track. They get the better run through the turns, but that high line generally gets a better run coming off the turn because they can get more momentum carried off from compared to the low line. So it's kind of a yo-yo match. It goes back and forth between these two lines in terms of what has the advantage on what portion of the track, but it basically means it evens out pretty well. For the moment, Davey Hazard gets that second spot from Calaval completely.
Have you ever been in a yo-yo match, more commonly referred to as a yo-yo duel?
No, I don't know how to... I've never been good with a yo-yo.
You just throw the yo-yos at each other.
Well, okay, yeah. If you tell me to throw things at people, yeah, I can do that.
Hey, man, I just throw jokes at the wall, and I hope they work. Usually they don't. Hazard now looks to the inside of Krastowski. A little bit of a slip up there from the one. Again, they're washing up high off the corners, and that allows that trailing car to make a move to the bottom. Hazard back to the lead.
12 with Calaval gives Krastowski a big bump there. Austin Spencer is going to get stuck in that sucker hole in the middle. You don't want to be there by yourself. And that Ego machine, that syrup's not slippery. It's sticky right now as he's losing ground, but he falls in line. And now it's Davey Hazard followed by Jeg in the 24, Huang Do in the 54 in that 4th position back from that earlier incident. And Sean Whitehill in 4th and Dan Asher in the 5th spot.
Asher rallying back to the top 5.
We got a little bit of transponder issues with the 16 Garrett Sidner, but it looks like they've kind of calmed down.
Sidner's had a rough night so far.
Yeah, it is sometimes at Dago when it rains it pours and everything just hits you at once.
Sometimes at Dago when it rains it pours and then Jeb Burton wins the race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say that like it's a bad thing, though.
It's not.
When Jeb wins, we all win.
Please clap.
Please clap. A nice silver Haviland machine leading the field here.
Adidas, but it's the shoe car. It's the shoe.
Oh.
The shoe machine.
Shoe machine. Shoe.
Words are hard.
Apologies.
Folks, make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to us here on JTN. More and more people tuning in. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your wonderful Saturday night, Mother's Day Eve, and transitioning into Mother's Day by the time this thing is over. Make sure you call your mom. You tell your mom you love her. And just show some appreciation. Because, man, there is not a thing that she wouldn't do for you. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. School, I know, for a lot of our grade school folks is winding down. Our college folks as well. And hopefully you're ending the year, this pandemic year, on a good note. Like we're trying to end it here on JTN in a good note. We're just over a year now into this, Ricky. Isn't that amazing?
That's crazy. Seems like, looking back through some of those old ones
like
earlier.
pit stops.
Oh, pit stops.
A lot of cars coming hot down pit road. I would be scared.
Looking back at some of those old ones from last year, and it feels like an eternity ago, and I remember that it wasn't even a full year, and it like blows my mind how far everything's come in such a short amount of time.
Single file. I think we're going to have some more pit stops here in a second, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think we're going to see some more pit stops.
Oh, boy. Say it, Ricky. Say it.
Say it. Oh, boy. Pit stops.
Everybody coming
Davey
down pit
Hazard
road.
coming on down, and here
Oh,
goes Cup. Can they
baby.
hang on to it? They do. Look at that. I don't know Jag made pit road speed, but my goodness, what a save.
The whole field just came down pit road at once. I don't think I've ever seen that. Have you?
I don't know, Joe, but man,
Have you ever?
man, they threw it in there.
They went for it. Now it's
Yeah,
green.
I know we said a wreck, but I know we said we'd do it for a wreck, but it was like that front field
Oh
came down.
no,
And,
Ray Tustin just blew through his box.
oh no.
On live TV.
Just came up to his pit box. He just went yeet. There you go. There's the yeet.
He kept his promise, folks.
Brandon Hawkins Racing in chat saying, "Oh boy, pit saps."
Oh boy.
Said, "Heck, that was good." So, love seeing Brandon in chat.
That Krastowski pit road speeding penalty, he comes back down to serve it.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Not what the one team needed. The 16 and 26 up to speed field is fractured right now, Ricky.
Yeah, field's a little fractured, but you can see now. We'll see how they accordion back together here, because it's a very much an even split the entire way down. So, in theory, they all have drafting buddies. They all can kind of draft with each other, get back up to speed. Some of these guys in the way back, DJ Harris, Austin Spansler, Tony Ruiz, I think they're Sean English. There might be a little bit of trouble here. But from maybe Calaval.
Oh, Huang Do back down pit road speeding violation.
No. And here comes Jag with a speeding penalty, too.
I mean, they were coming down hot. Not surprised to see those penalties, but this leaves these top three, Hazard, Zalecki, and Ingram, out front here, and there's a big freight train of cars behind them.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. You know, honestly, don't count those guys out just yet. They'll come down, get that serve. They might go a lap down, but it is Dega. There's a lot of time here. There are a lot of wrecks that happen at Dega. There's a lot of opportunities to get laps back, so stay tuned, because I don't think that's the last we've seen of that 54 or that 24 machine tonight.
Watermelon writes in, Huang is done. I do not think he is done.
I don't think so just yet. I don't think so.
Don't count him out.
Joe, we got 23 likes on the video right now, so
Let's
I think
go.
someone heard me calling the bluff on, I don't think we can get to 30.
Keep it up. Make Ricky eat crow.
You love to see it. Yeah.
Eat the crow, Ricky. Eat the crow.
Someone earlier said 580 subs before the end of the night. If that happens, I'll eat my hat.
What kind of hat is it?
Hat.
The Dale hat?
Yeah, go
Oh
eat
my
Dale.
goodness. Yikes.
That's not legally binding. I'm not eating a hat, by the way.
Ah, sad. Nope, you said it. Don't say things you don't mean.
Look, with those Watermelon in chat saying he said that on a stream, but I've said that so many times during races where I've gotten penalties or something.
Oh my god, let me tell you about this kid. He oh my goodness. I call you a kid and you're older than me. Oh, I'm done. I'm just gonna quit. I mean, he keeps saying, Ricky, why are you still here? Well, I'm done. But I'm just gonna keep riding around and having fun. And then he wins the dang race, or he finishes top 5, podium, whatever. Oh no, Noah Joyce around!
Joyce, and that might bring out a caution.
That will bring out a caution, because that was contact.
And look who's back in the race.
Oh, look at that.
Huang Do.
It ain't over.
How the turntables, it appears.
You tell Huang that we told him so. Someone, please. Let's get you a replay of what happened there. I think Mikey just got into the back of the 3 of Joyce and is probably kicking himself right now, if I'd have to guess.
Yeah, I would say.
Let's see.
I thought you never.
Oh, Noah got into the back of the 23 of Ingram.
Oh.
And that sent him around, so a little bumper grab.
Little bumper grab there.
Bumper grab.
Very unfortunate to see a 3 machine around, but it looks like that's fixable, so.
Very fixable.
Noah Joyce still in this race. Just a little bit of the old bumper grab there.
So under caution, I would think most guys going to come down, take some fuel, take some tires, because that would put them in a one-stop situation to make it to the end of this race. Folks, we do have a special message for you, though. May is the biggest month in the motorsports world as numerous crown jewel events and racing occur this month. May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. Know that you are not alone, and that all of us at JTN encourage you to reach out to loved ones if you or someone you know has been struggling. It is okay to not be okay. For more information and resources, check out NAMI.org. Be part of change, break the stigma, and know that you are not alone. Very important message there, huh, Ricky?
Yeah, that's pretty good message.
No, but with all seriousness, you are not alone. Sounds really cheesy to make this transition, but I'm going to do it. Davey Hazard coming down pit road, and he will not be alone either. It's everyone coming down. So with pit stops occurring here, Ricky, that puts us one stop. We'll need one more stop to make it to the end. You think it's getting a little crazy here? Or do you think people are they're going to go back to, hey, maybe we'll ride this out like we saw that last run?
I don't know. You got to get yourself in that position for pit stops if we got one more. So they might just be going for it from here on out. You see Darren Ingram winning the race off pit road.
Couple guys, no tires and just fuel, and then 2 tires and fuel, and then a lot of 4 tires. They have to think those guys taking 4. They're not going to be taking tires next time they come down pit road. Hazard's speeding on pit road, so he's going to have to go to the back. Another car further on back speeding on pit road. 7 Cam Barnes. Barnes came in tonight, tied for 3rd, 6 points to the good with the win at Anchorage earlier this year, Ricky, and they've kind of had their momentum broken as the regular season trudged on, and now opening up the playoffs this year. So they're going to try to get some momentum back, hopefully, as this round of 10 begins and moves on next week at Richmond.
Let's see if they're choosing this time by.
I have no idea.
I think they are. Yeah.
It looks maybe.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Know what's
yep,
going
they are.
on.
Jamie's a lucky big winner on that high line there. Bap, 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 bap. But Jamie's lucky going to be on that high line. Sean Whitehill's going to be right behind him. Keep an eye out, though, because this whole field's back together here. 54th back in the field, 24th
back in the saddle again.
Back in the saddle again. So all these guys, everyone's still on the lead laps. Everyone's still mathematically in this race. So there's 28 people watching right now. Everyone's seeing it. It's pressure cooker time. We're getting close to the end of this race.
Pressure cooker time.
Get crazy.
We're going to put the pressure on you. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. Bam! And subscribe. Bam! Double bam.
You get the pleasure of proving me wrong.
You too. Please prove Ricky wrong, because then he has to eat his hat. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag. Ingram with a good jump.
Aaron Ingram gets a good jump there, but the problem is I was going to wait for that 12 car to get to him. Jamie Zalecki's got a big push from Sean Whitehill at the same time. Can Zalecki get back to him? He's got the quarter panel. Doesn't look like it. He's on dead heat with the 12 car coming up through turn 2 right now.
Dead heat for second. 2 Fords. Cal Laval on the bottom. Jamie Zalecki on the top. A playoff driver and a non-playoff driver inside outside. 2 non-playoff drivers leading that outside line, and a lot of non-playoff drivers up here in the top 10, Ricky.
Yeah, well, Dega's the place. You know, it's right now. You don't need to worry about being playoffs. You just need to make a statement here. And what better place to do it than old Talladega? You see Jamie Zalecki getting really close to that outside wall there. He is using that top line for all it's worth right now, but he's side by side with the leader here. Coming to the line, he's got the lead. Jamie Zalecki will lead that lap in the 07 car. I think that's the first time we've seen him actually lead tonight, even though he's been leading that top line seems like every chance you can tonight.
I can't recall, but I remember at least that Zlecki was up front in one of the Daytona duels at the start of the season, so we know he's good at these super speedways.
Yeah, you know that, and these Fords seem to draft really well together, and Sean Whitehill pushing
Oh, Sean.
Gotta go down low, get that JTN car some airtime in the lead, put Sean Whitehill on point.
Put those JTN logos all over the screen right now, Whitehill to the lead.
Most self-serving point in the race with the JTN cars leading, but
hey, and I came up with that livery too.
Yeah, Sean came up with that. Is that Sean is?
I came up with inverting the colors, Ricky. Okay,
yeah.
Come on.
Yep. Look,
I guess the
Sean's
absence and all the colors.
Sean's one of the best dang painters around. So anytime Sean Whitehill brings a car to the track, it's gonna look good.
It is. And he's good at making those simple cars. You know what I mean?
He's been painting those things for God knows how long at this point. He knows what he's doing.
Needs more recognition. He's got Darren Ingram right behind him in a discount tire car. So you got a number 2 Penske with a 23 Penske sponsored car. And Ingram looks
Darren
high.
Ingram looking up high.
Big aggressive move to get back down to the bottom, though, and cover the inside with Cal right there behind him.
Yeah, I think Darren was trying to feel that out, see if he can kind of leap around Sean in that 2 car, but the problem was that he's not going to be able to make a run in that middle line with just a 12 pushing him. He's going to need some help, so he needs to jump in front of Zlecki on that high line when he gets opportunity. Right now, they're really up high, so we'll see. They're going to get a good run down this back straightaway here, but if he gets an opportunity to sneak in front of that 07 when they're coming through the turns here and the high line starts to drop back, like it naturally does, that might be a good opportunity for him to move up and try to make a run at this lead.
I don't think if you're Sean, you're staying on the bottom. If you're Darren in the inside and you have a chance to go to that outside, you take it. But if you're leading a line, I don't think this is the time to start making those erratic moves.
No, not at all. If you're leading a line, you just gotta commit to it.
Gotta make that commitment. It's like a marriage. You gotta commit.
You gotta commit. You gotta commit. Sweet commitment. 3-car, no Joyce over the radio saying, can't say it all, but run the dang middle. We'll say dang. We'll say dang to what he said, but it was a 4-letter word.
Oh.
Or a 4-letter.
Yeah, it's a 4-letter.
7-letter word. 7-letter word. 4-letter word ending with an ing, I think.
Yeah,
but,
not one we can say.
The drivers to run the middle. But look at this wad back here with Sean English in the 32, forcing his way up the middle here. 3 wide there, getting pushed by the 26. He's trying to kind of start setting up with center lane. You can see Darren Ingram, Sean Whitehill moving up a little bit on the track. Here comes the 12 car down low.
3 wide. Don't look now. William Page. Big move to the bottom. Page, our winner. English, a little bit of contact. And we got a car around. It's Cam Barnes. And that's going to be a caution.
Now, who was the leader when that caution came out? Was it William Page?
I think Will's going to say he's the leader. I think Zlecki's going to say he's the leader. And Barnes getting a tow back to pit road.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's how you spell disaster, as the phrase goes.
Will Page in the 42 Will machine. That's a Wisconsin lighting lab.
Oh, contact there with Asher.
That's very tight racing there. Everyone going for position. Very fortunate that was not bigger than it was, but Asher just kind of got pushed up the track there when him and the 32 made contact. No, not that you could really do there. Very unfortunate. The one coming down pit road now. So, I don't know, Joe. Do you think they can make it on fuel? I think it might be a little too far.
No, but you can make a shorter pit stop.
Yeah, now it's going to be a game of who can make the shortest pit stop in that last go around.
I would take, if I'm one of the guys at the back, I'd take 4. Because then I'll have better tires. Because everyone coming down the last time, they're not going to take any tires, right? Hazard did the complete opposite of what I just said to do. So, I'm a dum-dum. Will Page took 4 and he was the leader. So I guess I know nothing. My point being, though, that I'm an idiot, first off. But also, I want 4 tires on this stop because I want to have the best tires I can at the end, and I don't want to have to take tires that last time on pit road. You know what I'm saying? Because if I only need a can of gas, which is what I would think. We're about 30 laps. We know a run's about just under 20, just south of 20, so probably about a can. If you only need a can, don't take tires because you might be waiting on the tires. You might be waiting on the fuel if you took 2 tires. If you need a can and a half, though, that's where you can take the 2 tires. So depending on where these guys are, that move might work out or it might not. Great way of putting it. We don't know is pretty much, that's what I just did, just a little bit fancier.
We don't know.
Folks, make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. But there's 25 of you watching, and we got 25 likes, so I think you guys have hit that like goal at least. If you haven't already, though, make sure you are subscribed here.
Actually, 26 right now.
Okay, well, my numbers just don't update, do they?
The numbers don't... What do they mean, Mason?
What do they mean? I had notes throughout the race that I was supposed to keep. Completely forgot to do that, so I have no idea what caution number that was. Maybe someone in chat can help me. Take better notes. I'm not good at it, especially after this COVID semester, because everyone decided to just post their lecture notes. But hey, here we are. We're still going to build some great bridges. I think the biggest note from this race has been the inconsistency of what line is better. Right? Everyone was talking about, and you see the starting lineup, how we're lining up here, because I think this is more important what we're talking about. We've seen times where the outside's dominant, and I think we're about to see it with everyone taking the outside. But we've also seen times where the inside's dominant, so it's going to be a little, I'm a little skeptical right now about what's going to happen. Darren Ingram with control on the outside here for the restart. We'll enter the Mikeco restart zone. It says Geico, but it's actually supposed to be Mikeco. Down and we go, and green flag once again here at Talladega.
Darren Ingram gets a really good jump there. See if he can get ahead of the 12 car. He does, and the 12 falls in line with him. So we'll see if Cal wants to push his 23 car. It looks like he does, and they're going to immediately go to the high line. Interesting choice here.
Hazard down on the bottom. He's got help from a good buddy there in Austin Spencer. The 13 and 75 have been hooked up all throughout the night, now trying to go back to the lead.
Back to the lead. Davey Hazard down low, getting that push on the 13 car. They got Sean English and the only Dodge in the field, that 32 Dodge Challenger, trying to come down to give him some help. Looks like the Highline's got the numbers for the moment, but they're going 3 wide. A couple cars back there. Sean Whitehill in the 16 and the 55 were all 3 abreast there for a minute.
There's a lot happening right now, Mikey. There is a lot happening right now.
You call me Mikey?
I don't. I saw Mikey in the 55, and you just have the E. I'm sorry, Ricky. Ricky. There you go. I got it.
Yeah, Mikey in the booth.
David Land intensifies. Oh, man. No.
But Darren Ingram back to that lead point. See Mikey Murata down on the apron. Looks like the 55 is going to kind of let some of these guys by.
He don't like what he's seeing, does he?
Playing a little chess here while some of these guys are playing checkers at the moment. But
no, Mikey's playing. I almost thought I screwed up again. Mikey's playing 3D chess. These guys are playing 2D chess.
How close they're getting in that 3 wide, 16 in the middle.
Coming up on a lap car.
Coming up on a lap car too of Cam Barnes. Looks like Barnes' cars. Fenders are pulled out on it. I don't know if the toe was what got him, but you can see all the cars are one piece, but they're going to have to kind of navigate around them with that 3 wide condition. Cam's a smart racer, though. He's not going to get in the way of these guys.
It's about to get hairy.
But they kind of stuck him in the middle.
Oh, brother.
Didn't give him a chance to get out of the way there, but we're all good.
John English down on the apron, getting around. So right now, top 5 have kind of broken away. There goes Noah Joyce to the bottom. Not surprised there that a guy goes to the bottom with a big run, and he's working his way up to 3rd.
Yeah, I think Noah Joyce sees that those guys in that top line, those first 3 or 4 cars, really want to work together right now. All Fords and then that one Chevy just hooked up there, especially that 12 and that 23. And I think this is a really good time to take that lead on the bottom and try to capitalize on how good that low line's been all night. Because everyone's trying to gravitate towards the top now.
Gravity, you would think, would hold these guys around the bottom, but you're saying it's taking them to the top?
They're just seeing how fast the top is right now when they start forming up. I think everyone's being like, all right, well, we got to get the top going. See, at 16, Garrett sitting there coming down, taking the lead here on the low line. Not the lead of the field, but just on the low line here on the point. 26, and Dan Asher right behind him, taking it 3 wide on the Sean Whitehill. Gonna fracture up this low line a little bit.
circle back real quick to what I just said, and Ricky did not like my joke at all, so he just didn't acknowledge it. That's
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
For you new fans here in JTN, Ricky just, when he doesn't like what I say, he just doesn't acknowledge it. If you're a new subscriber, I said gravity normally takes him to the bottom, but it's taking him to the top. You get it? Because gravity weighs you down.
Okay.
Stay the heck away from me, gravity.
Someone in chat, Watermelon chat saying I was not expecting to be watching this tonight, but I'm not disappointed, and we love to see that.
We love to see it. Love to see it.
There's nothing more fun than being able to put on one of these shows and have everyone watching having a good time too.
Yeah.
It's a hoot up here, and I'm glad it's a hoot for you guys watching on YouTube.
Especially here on the Super Speedways.
Yeah, you see Jag come to the inside here. Fred Garrett sitting there. Even with Cal in the 12 machine, see if he's got that quarter panel on our leader. They'll be side by side here coming off the back straightaway.
Jag's got that Lamonis money there with the Gander Outdoors colors on the hood. Maybe he's going to get a $100,000 bonus if he wins the race.
You never know. Someone phone up old Marcus. We'll see.
Tell Marcus to tune in.
Tell Marcus to tune in.
Golly, dude, that's controversial. We're going to have to talk about a lot of controversial stuff this week with Davey and I on the Fake Racers podcast coming at you Tuesday night. Bunch of great content here on JTN. Bunch of great racing coming up here on JTN. There's your upcoming schedule. Back with you Monday night, All-Star Racing trucks from Las Vegas. Next time we're out here on JTN Live. But then next USORL Cup Series race, May the 10th. That's next Saturday from Richmond. A little short track Saturday night, under the lights racing action there. Of course, all live on JTN, presented by our friends at TWB Technologies. Together, we are better.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that to be controversial. I would say that quite literally. Like, oh, let's get him on the phone.
No, I know.
But look at these guys side by side. That Gander machine got side by side with Darren Ingram last time by. Doesn't have the extra little bit of oomph, that little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of mustard there on that sandwich to get an edge. As he, got car in the wall. The 26 right in front of a few guys. They get around him.
But they're going to lose the draft here. They're going to lose the draft, Ricky.
Yeah, Dan Asher gets bumped out of line there. Took a hard shot off the outside wall. A lot of these guys kind of get mired back in that.
Oh my goodness. And there's good cars back there too, right? I mean, there's 55's back there. The 18, who is our pole sitter, is back there. 66 of Harris has been fast throughout the night. Antonio Ruiz just hasn't had a chance to try to make his way up to the front. It seems like the 11 car trying to stay back there in that Chevrolet, but right now it's a Chevrolet out front. It's Alex Super, Mr. Jag, in the 24 Gander Outdoors colors. Although that's not the traditional 24 font. That's your GMS Racing 24 font.
Yo, everyone's seen it. It's go time. The fans are seeing it too. Got 33 people watching. That's quite a few compared to what we've been seeing. You know, we had a lot earlier when we saw 20 pop in, but we got 32 people watching the race right now. You'll love to see that.
And if you're joining in and you haven't hit like on the video, Ricky said if we got to 30 likes, he would eat a hat live this week on JTN.
No,
he said
that is a lie. I said that's not binding.
He said it.
I said it wasn't binding.
He said it. Nope, said it.
I'll put it, if we get there, I didn't even say 30 likes. I said when someone was like 585 subscribers. I never said 30 likes, I'd eat the hat.
Backing out of it. I see how it is, Ricky.
I'll put the hat in my mouth if we get to 30 likes. How about that?
Kinky.
I will chew on it.
Jag out front right now.
I'll send you a photo of me with the hat in my mouth.
Why don't you give it to Rocky to chew on?
He doesn't chew on hats. He used to like chewing on socks. He liked sleeves and socks for a long time. Then he kind of grew out of it.
Oh, we're at 28. Must be getting scared, and I think
got caution.
We're under caution.
Oh, 55 of Mikey Murata, the 26 of Dan Asher.
No.
Mikey Murata stuck in the grass. That is unfortunate. No, Mikey.
No, Mikey, no. Don't wreck. Oh, my. Oh, no. Get your replay. Click, click, click away.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. Looking back on this, looks like they're in line here.
Asher gets in the back bumper. Oh, my goodness. Hard hit for the 26. The Chase Briscoe fan.
There, I think.
A little bit. It's a tiny bit.
But that's unfortunate for Asher. I think Murata didn't get a lot of damage off that, but what got him is that he's getting towed back because he got stuck in the grass. Those tires blew out in that machine, so he's definitely gonna lose a lap here.
Here's how close it is from the camera on the back on the TV panel.
Oh, now they're coming down pit road. Joe, how about now? Do you think you can make it?
Yes, but it's going to be
About
close.
20 laps. That's about 20 laps. It's a little bit on the fringe of uncomfortability as Ray Tustin overshoots his pit stall. Tim Barnes comes off pit road. I'm not sure what he's... Oh, he must have blew through pit road.
He said, "Hey-o."
Hey-o.
Good buddy Tommy Bordeaux, bass tuning in. Tommy going to be back in the booth next week.
Tommy's going to be back in the booth next week. Yeah, kept his seat warm.
Yeah, but guess what, folks? We're adding a third seat to the booth starting next week at Richmond. Ricky will be on the call. I'll be on the call. Trying to wrangle him and Tommy in. It's going to be a fantastic time. You're not going to want to miss it. Live here on JTN, 10:40 p.m. I believe Tommy's World making a comeback next week as well. Documenting Tommy's wonderful trip around the United States of America. It'll be a fun one. I already had one of those at Michigan because, you know, he was working on his night moves. And you can check that out here on the JTN YouTube. We got a whole playlist of Tommy's World, which are fantastic. And if you don't watch them, I don't know what you're doing with your life.
They are fantastic. Go check them out if you haven't seen them. They are so much effort has been put into those. Like Tommy's gone above and beyond the Call of Duty to get those done. Tommy and Joe, and
mainly Tommy.
They've been it's Tommy's passion project. It's his Citizen Kane, if you will, and they are fantastic.
Let's see if we're choosing. It would appear we are. A little bit more split this time with guys going to the bottom and the top. Just a little bit. We need one more like, folks, so Ricky will put a hat in his mouth.
I'll put it. Oh well, no, we're at 30 likes.
Yeah, Ricky, eat it.
All right, fine. I'll eat it. I'll send Joe the photo, and I'll eat the hat. I'll pick one out.
Oh, he's actually gonna do it right now.
No, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it in the race. We got 20 laps left. I don't want to get away from this seat.
I think the fans at home would be happy if you had something in your mouth and you shut up for a little bit.
All right.
Just kidding, Ricky. I'm just kidding. I love you. Why don't you call us back to green? Call us back to green.
Coming down here. Remember, the start-finish line is not in the tri-oval here. It's on the end of the straightaway.
First time that's been said
put
tonight.
it there to sell the seats because something about Native American burial grounds coming back to the line. Calaval gets on the gas. We are green flag here at Talladega with 20 laps to go.
Good math there. Cal on the bottom. He's got help from Austin Spencer. A couple poor teammates working together on the bottom, trying to fend off the two Chevrolets up top. Davey Hazard all over the back bumper of Austin Spencer there in third, and that 75. Hazard came into the night 34 points to the good, looking to extend that gap to the cutoff line here in the Season 7 Playoffs. Cal out front by about a car length, maybe not even half a car length, maybe over the outside line. He's got Spencer there all over his back bumper. Jag now to the outside, about even with the rear wheel, now sliding back a little bit as Cal is on the preferred line. That's the bottom line. Cal comes up a little bit. Looked like he was going to try to make a block there, Ricky, and just he thought better of it. Good thing the spotter called him not clear, not clear.
And here comes that 24 machine. He's got a little bit of an edge here. Getting a big push by William Page. William Page on the old 2021 retirement tour here last season, making a great run of it this year. And trying to get a run at the lead here if he can shove Jag up to the lead. But man, Calaval's hanging on to that. That low line's starting to lose the numbers though. Only really him, Austin Spencer, the Davey Hazard. Juan Doza ways behind him trying to suck up. But even then, that's like 5 to 15 cars low to top line respectively right now.
And Will was our winner at the second Daytona race that was live here on JTN. You can go check that out after this race ends. And Will is known to be very good at these super speedways, but he also won at Iowa a few weeks ago, getting that second one on the year. He comes into tonight 6 points to the good and going to try to make his way into victory lane like all these playoff drivers are trying to do. But the guy out front right now, he's not competing for the championship. It's Jag in the 24 Gander Outdoors Chevrolet.
Yeah, Jag's looking high, looking low, looking everywhere he goes, and he's trying to block every single advance that he can right now. He's trying to dictate both of these lines, which we haven't seen anyone do this yet. So this is interesting what that 24 machine's trying to pull off the moment, is to try to kind of block the advances of whoever's coming up. And I don't think the runs are coming quick enough that it's something that you can't do, but you can see it gets a little bit treacherous if those guys start coming at you at all angles. And but Jag putting up a good showing here, hanging on to this lead.
Doing a good job, right?
Look at the ticker. I'm sorry. Very unfortunate. Mikey Murata retired from the race, so 55 and the 26 as well. So very unfortunate. I totally missed that. But you hate to see that.
Like, if you're out there in chat, tell the fans at home what happened. William Page now clear the outside line. Darren Ingram, those two again, 42 and 23. Their teammates there at Ingram Peterson Auto Sport. Team getting rebranded next season. Supposedly, and from the rumors in the garage area, the new name will be Ingram Racing Technologies there with those Chevrolets at IPA. The current IPA as Peterson steps out a little bit, and William Page, of course, leaving.
You see, they're staying close up there, but Jamie's lucky just doesn't have that extra oomph that he needs right now to get up to these top two. It seems like they had a really good grouping there, and it's kind of started to fracture just a little bit. As you see the 3 and Noah Joyce trying to make that really high line work. He's going to pull the 49 with him. 66 looks like it's going to come with him, and then the 49 drops back in line. So Noah Joyce. Ooh.
It looks like there was a little contact with the 49 and 75. I'm sorry, Ricky. That scares the bejesus out of me.
Ah, you're good. You're good. The cheesy bejeezy. Okay, so we're at 479 subscribers right now. They're really going to make me eat my hat tonight.
I hope they make you eat your hat. Come on, guys. Keep going. Keep going. I love it. Love to see it.
I don't have a webcam either, so it's not like I can like record it live on stream.
We're gonna have Ricky have his dog hold the camera for him while he eats the hat. You don't have to eat your hat.
No, I gotta put the hat in my mouth. I said I would put the hat in my mouth.
I'm gonna buy you a hat cake.
I'm gonna put the hat in my cake. It's my birthday next week. I'm gonna have a hat cake.
It's your birthday Thursday. We'll be live with the Bomb Squad Racing, so come out and tell Ricky happy birthday on Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be fun if I'm there.
If he's
That'd
there.
Be awkward if I can't make it and then everyone's saying happy birthday. And
Nah,
I'm
that's
not
okay.
There.
Couple times.
And DJF in chat saying we hit 580. Everyone really love it. Okay, so we found the secret here to get interaction. Just have everyone spite me.
Yep.
And that's kind of the story of my life. There's nothing more fun than spiting me.
I know the show was called Everybody Hates Everybody Hates Chris?
Yeah, but everyone hates Ricky.
Yep.
But everyone loves right now is seeing that 24 Gander outdoor machine of Jag leading with William Page pushing him. But don't look now, Calaval's starting to get there with Darren Ingram on that eye line, starting to reach our leaders finally. Got that eye line formed up, and they're even with Will and getting to the 24. They'll be side by side here, coming to the line.
Side by side for the lead, coming to we're at 13 laps to go in this one, folks. It's going to come down to the wire. Remember those guys with the red spoilers. Their numbers are there right below the ticker. There are Playoff drivers. They're in order of the points coming into tonight's race. And, of course, those things will get shaken up after this one. Couple rebounds right now. You see Huang Do, 5th on the bottom, coming back to the front after being involved in that first wreck. Zach Krastowski, speeding penalty. He's gotten back up inside the top 10 there. In that one Sun Energy, one Camaro, 5th on the outside line. So those two Playoff contenders rallying their ways back to the front. But right now, it's a non-Playoff guy on the bottom, Alex Shuford, a.k.a. Jag, which is what I'll call him. And Cal Laval to his outside, now outside of William Page in the 42.
In the chat, DJF says if Jag wins, we can ask him how to say his name. I mean, we don't. Joe knows how to say his name. I don't, so we just go with Jag.
We call him Souffle Man.
Souffle Man. But man, this outside line's making a big go of it right now. They just keep getting there, and it looks like they're falling back a little bit now. 12 car even with the 13 Austin Spencer. But man, they're not going to be content to sit around. I guarantee you these guys up front are not content to sit there. They want to go for this win. It's Talladega, man. I think anyone in this field's got a shot right now if they can find the position.
It's getting crazy. 11 laps to go, Ricky. You can just feel the tension starting to build up.
Feel the tension starting to build up, the pressure building all over the track. But Davey Hazard getting a big push at the 13, actually starting to gap Huang Do here in 5th car in that bottom line. Hazard's almost cleared the 12 cars. That highline's starting to slip up a little bit, but we'll see if they can come back. They have the formation. I think they just need a few good laps, a few good shoves here to kind of get formed back up. As William Page gets a big wiggle, that's going to help the highlight too. That bit of a checkup.
Coming to the line this time, folks, it's your favorite segment of the week, our TWB 10 to go. And on behalf of TWB, head on over for all your outdoor lighting needs, from porches to patios to more. Go online and check out GardenLightsDirect.com for all those outdoor lighting needs. Again, that's GardenLightsDirect.com, 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 your #1 source for all your outdoor lighting needs. Presented by TWB Technologies, folks, here on our TWB 10 to go.
Good chat here. No Joyce, looking at race chat, no Joyce says completion of 100. I'm not sure.
Did we really? I'm about to be angry.
We're gonna hang on to this here. We'll see. I think. Ooh. We'll see. Let's hang on to this race here. We'll watch it so you get that sorted out. Calaval on the high line here. And a big push for the 23. Now, low line started to fracture up a little bit again, but it seems like it's not enough just yet. You see William Page pushing at 24, moving up a little bit out of line, falling back in. Mikey Murata saying it is 100, so disregard the 94 on the ticker. We're going to lap 100.
Oh my goodness!
A little bit early. TWB 14 to go.
I am fuming right now. I mean, graphics guy is fuming right now.
All right, keep an eye out here because it's gonna say 94. Does it go past 94, Joe? Or is it
it'll keep going. The numbers will keep going on the left. So don't worry about the 94. That's for our good buddy Colby Martin. His favorite number is 94. So that's why that's up there.
To quote Bill Elliott, in the March of 2000, who needs a 94?
Oh my goodness.
Get really esoteric here, but keep an eye out because lap 100 is completion of lap 100 here. So they hit that lap 100. That's gonna be the white flag, 1 to go, and we'll be smooth sailing here. But Ryan Pace in chat saying 100 laps is 266 miles. Thank you, Ryan. Always a statistician up in the booth. Chief
statistician.
Yeah, the best statistician in the business, to be honest. But right now,
I think he's the only one in the business.
Jaguar's 24 car, best in the business here, leading at Talladega. Just been taking all advances here for that high line.
Well, because he's staying committed to that bottom, right? I think this is the most committed we've seen the lead car to the line. We've seen when the guy's out front, he maybe takes it off the bottom a little bit, maybe doesn't turn the wheel as hard off the corner, kind of lets that second place guy get underneath him. And what we're seeing Jag do is he's really cranking the wheel on exit to keep the car down around that double yellow line, and that keeps him out in front of that inside line. And again, inside line, shortest way around the racetrack. It's being the shortest way around the racetrack. I mean, that's a big help.
Yeah, that is a big help, but look at this 13. He's starting to get that push with Calaval again. Austin Spencer get back up to Davey Hazard. He's starting to get to Will in that 42 machine.
But if he's not clear of the outside, that's not going to help, right? Or are you talking about Spencer? Am I?
No, I'm talking about Spencer.
I'm a dum-dum.
Ah, we're good.
I'm a sucker.
11 laps to go here at Talladega. Remember, ticker is not right. When we hit 94, that is not the end of the race. Completion on lap 100. Lap 100. Completion on lap 100. But
race officials.
Completion on lap 100.
Race officials have added 6 laps for your enjoyment at home. So make sure you show them how much you are enjoying tonight's race by hitting the like button on the video. 42 people currently watching. Let's get those likes up to 40.
And if we got 585 before the end of the race, 585 subscribers.
Ricky has to eat a hat.
Well, I'll put one in my hat, put one in my mouth anyways, because we got to 30 likes, so I'll put a second one in my mouth if we get to 585. How about that? I'll eat 2 concurrent hats together, like a sandwich.
Well, this is now our Right? We're on lap
Actual.
91.
Yep.
This is our new actual TWB 10 to go. Again, on
They're
behalf of
pitting too,
TWB, head on over to GardenLightStrack.com for porches, patios, and more for all your outdoor lighting needs. GardenLightStrack.com has you covered. That's GardenLightsTrack.com. GardenLightStrack.com, presented by our friends at TWB Technologies. Together, we are better here on our TWB 10 to go. Coming up on a lap car, I believe that's the 15 of Jesse Dalton.
Let's see if anyone ducks out.
Tony
Here comes
Ruiz.
the 18 and the 16. Will they make it? The 16 misses. Or
No,
the
it's
18
18,
misses?
Ray Tustin. That's going to be a big mistake there for Tustin.
That's might take Tostin out of this. Let's see if these other guys start putting their hands out the window. 32 calling for pitting, 24 pitting, 3 pitting this time by. This one's going to be the big pit stop, big showtime, big money stop right here. Can these guys get down to pit road without running each other over, throwing a caution, and then making a green-white checkers? I guarantee you these leaders do not want to see this go down to a 5-lap shootout from a caution.
All right, coming to pit
road.
Big send by a lot of these guys. Sean Whitehill stays out.
And they all make it in. How about that? Look at this logjam coming down pit road. Ay caramba. Look at these cars all down here. I know.
Oh my goodness, Ricky.
Now, Sean Whitehill's going to hang out for a lap here by himself, but the caveat to that is that Sean Whitehill is because Sean Whitehill's drafting off of Cam Barnes and Jesse Dalton here, both fully functioning cars, so he's got some draft help here. That might not do him
contact
too bad.
on pit road. Austin Spencer and Cal Laval, they're going to lose time.
Oh, that's going to be big. Those are 2 leaders.
Done. Race ender there.
Zach Krastowski overshot his pit stall. William Page and Darren Ingram lead him off pit road here.
IPA so 1, 2, 3 off the pit road.
Let's see how this goes here. That's going to be big news for these guys. Sean Whitehill coming down. Garrett Sidner coming back down. 16 has a speeding penalty.
Oh my goodness. Those games 1, 2, 3 racing machines, they just bad luck. Oh no. Oh no.
581, Joe. People heard us.
Come on, 4 more, folks. 4 more, and Ricky eats a hat.
Let's see if William Page gets this lead back. It all depends on where Sean Whitehill comes off track. This is an interesting strategy play by that 2 JTN machine. Will he be able to pull it off? Where will he fall in terms of the rest of these guys? Right now, it's William Page, Darren Ingram, John Peterson, Noah Joyce.
Ingram to the bottom.
Back down pit road. So 24 of Jeg with a penalty coming down pit road, passing through. Very unfortunate.
Ingram makes the pass for the lead. I believe they're going to get by this too at Sean Whitehill. He's still getting up to speed there on the apron. So Ingram to the lead again here at Talladega.
All right, Darren Ingram's got this lead. William Page right behind him. John Peterson, though, he's got that draft too, and he's got Noah Joyce with him. These guys are going to race each other side by side here. That's going to let everyone get them.
Yeah, I don't think that's wise, Ricky. I don't think that's a teammate. That's a teammate.
And while these guys are doing all that, Davey Hazard's getting the mother of all pushes from Antonio Ruiz back here in the 6th spot. Hazard, don't count out old Davey yet, because he's got a heck of a run. At
15, that's Jesse Dalton. I believe he's a lap down. Or is he on the lead lap?
Beep bop boop. On lap down.
Lap down, so the 15.
Davey Hazard coming high.
Greg Coleman running in. Stop passing each other. That's a big ol' yup. 584, we're one away. One away. Noah Joyce, he's going to be one away from the lead here in just a second. Big push from Davey Hazard on the outside, who's getting a big push from Antonio Ruiz.
You've heard the gravy train. Now here comes the Davey train. Davey Hazard giving that 3 car a huge shove here, trying to give a shot at the lead.
Ruiz, big move to the bottom.
Didn't come by Austin Spencer. We'll see where Spencer falls the line. Spencer could actually be a big swing in this because he's going to be drafting with this group if he hangs on here. He could kind of dictate what's going on. Jesse Dalton, the same thing. I think Dalton's going to go for that high line and help out Davey and Noah.
Noah Joyce trying to win his 2nd race on the year. Darren Ingram trying to do the same. John Peterson trying to win his 1st race, as well as Antonio Ruiz.
Joe, 585 subscribers. TJF62 chat says I made 585, so
keep going. Oh, Hazard, big contact, sent up the hill.
gonna fall back in line here, make another go at it. You know he wants to go at this. He's coming back to Noah Joyce. He's gonna
go to the bottom.
The duck in line. Noah Joyce gonna fall back a little bit here as we come to the line for lap 97 of 100, not 94. So 3 laps to go, 4 laps to go, 4 laps. It's 4 laps. I said 3. It's 4.
4 laps to go because Ricky has to remind me about how many laps the race is.
No, I'm trying to remind myself here.
A little bit
Look
of
at
contact.
Jesse Dalton pushing that 42, and Tony, he's got some. William Page, is he going to stay in line, or is Will going to make a shot at this? He's got a big shot from Noah Joyce. He's looking to the outside. Can't get the help just yet.
The pair of Daytona winners trying to work together to win at Talladega. That's the 42 and the 3, but Page has 2 team owners in front of him right now.
Yeah, and you know, William Page here, he's making statements. He wants to move on to that next round. Team owners are nice, but the problem is, at the end of the day, these guys are going for that championship. William Page wants this championship. He wants to get into this next round without even having to put any effort into it. He wants to get this win. William Page breathing down the back of John Peterson's neck right now. Pushes from Noah Joyce. Just kind of looking around, but I think he's trying to size him up, see what he can do.
Just over, or under rather, 2.5 laps to go in this one, folks. Again, racing through lap number 100. John Peterson all over the back bumper of his co-team owner, Darren Ingram, has a teammate, team car there behind him in the 42 of William Page. This time at the line, it's going to be 2 to go for the Discount Tire Chevrolet of Darren Ingram.
Darren Ingram leading them around here through 1 and 2. These guys staying in line here. You know, Noah Joyce, Davey Hazard, Austin Spencer. These guys are going to want to go for this. It's just a matter of when do they go for it. And I think Joyce has definitely got some help there with that 75 as he goes to the outside. Davey goes with him. The 15, the 11 up there. That's going to help form up that line. That's going to put them 4 and 4 here if they stay up there.
Oh, contact! Joyce around! And I believe that's going to be a caution.
That's going to bring out a yellow here. Joyce right in front of the field. Look out, guys. Look out. Look out. And they slow up for him. All right, Noah Joyce. Very unfortunate for that 3 machine. But,
and we're going to overtime here.
Overtime.
Let's get you a replay.
Mikey Murata in chat saying Austin is on the lead lap. That is correct. Austin Spencer not on the lead lap. I think the only car of that grouping... Well, no, Austin Spencer's on the lead lap, and then the 15 Dalton's on the lead lap either. Looks like coming into turn 4 here, Davey gives Noah a huge shot, and it just looks like kind of just hooked his bumper there, and 3-car went completely around.
Here you see, the 3 and the 75, they have a run. Hazard right there on the bumper, hits him right on that transition into the corner that sends Joyce around. He's going to smack the nose of that car. Doesn't look like too much damage, though.
No, not at all.
He's kind of lowered down, you'd hope. But just a miscalculation there by Hazard in the 75.
Look at chat right now. Someone saying this saves the race for Huang Do. Yeah, well, Huang Do was running in 5th. He got kind of freight trained by a group of cars that got him. But the thing is, this saves the race for everyone. We had that front grouping there from the 23 back onto the 15, Jesse Dalton. The rest of the field's now back in this. Cal Laval, DJ Harris, Jamie Zalecki, Sean Whitehill, Huang Do, Cam Barnes, Sean Inglis, Zach Krastowski, Ray Touchdown. Jag, I think they're all in the lead. Yeah, they're all in the lead lap. Garrett Sidner, I think, is on the lead lap too. They're all gonna be here. They all have a shot at this now. This is gonna get wild, Joe.
This is definitely gonna get wild.
Right, paste the chat saying this is like Larson pushing Blaney.
I mean, yeah. I think he just kept pushing. I mean, that's the thing, though. This is the end of the race, right? You have to be aggressive right now.
Look at all these cars coming down. Are they gonna be close on fuel here? They might just take it a splash to make it to the end.
Well, I don't know if it's that they're close on fuel, but if we get another caution,
maybe.
There is no way they have enough fuel to go past 1 overtime attempt. And these guys that are staying out, they're yelling, "Hey, let's go green this next time." An interesting note. IPA cars are 1, 2, 3 right now. Do you think they all line up together in line, or do you think William Page, John Peterson, they're going to try to go for a victory? I think Page will probably, if he can hop up to the front row, he'll take it. He'll take that opportunity.
I think they're gonna go for it. Honestly, at this point, if it was earlier in the season, I would say, they'll probably stay together here. I don't know right now, Chief. It's like they are. John Peterson, I'm sure, would love to win the race. He's not in the playoffs, so I'm sure he would want to probably help too if he can. Playoofs. My apologies.
Get it correct.
But William Page and Darren Ingram are both going for this. Both of them, if either of them get a win, that gets them a lock on the next round.
Again,
They really want to get this win, probably, and I don't think... We'll see what happens, but I don't think they're going to totally fall in line on this.
Points coming into tonight now on your screen and have been on your screen for a couple seconds now as Ricky was getting his thoughts out.
They're choosing, too. So.
They're choosing, so they're going to try to get this underway again, and a lot of people in chat, and I think a lot of people at home are thinking, these guys, there's no way. They only have one attempt, and look at that. Looky, teammates.
1, 2, 3. Look at Davey Hazard with old Sean Whitehill there on that top line. They're going to be going for it. Jamie Zalecki, the king of the high line tonight, is going to be going for it up top. Zach Krastowski up there too, and Garrett Sidner in the 16 car. DJ Harris, Cam Barnes. So a few guys taking that high line, really paying off on this, but Davey Hazard, the big winner there.
This is an overtime attempt, so we have to get back to the line, and the race will become official. Once you get back to that line, it's the point of no return, so we still race back to the checkered flag. But if a wreck occurs and whoever is penalized or is deemed to cause the caution, they will lose their spot and will be moved to the back of the line, so that way, you don't just keep wrecking a bunch of people. But getting ready for this overtime attempt, number 1, Darren Ingram with control on the bottom, Davey Hazard to the outside, John Peterson, Sean Whitehill, William Page, and Jamie Zalecki, your top 6. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag, that inside line, a little bunched up there. And we're back underway, 2 laps remaining.
Darren Ingram gets a great jump of the field, but Davey Hazard immediately splinters up that IPA grouping, so John Peterson's the only help that Darren Ingram's got right now.
John Whitehill's a lonely man there on the outside. He's going backity-back right now down the back straightaway.
Davey Hazard's going to push S49 for all it's worth. If he's that 49's not going to move away from Darren, Davey's going to make it hard for him. Davey Hazard, look at that outside, though. William Page kind of going with him. Davey Hazard to the outside, and here comes Jamie Zalecki.
Hazard to the outside, battling with Peterson for second, but he wants to get to the leader. That's Darren Ingram in the 23, leading that inside line. Zalecki now in the back bumper of the 75. 3v3, now 4v3. Inside line with the advantage. White flag in the air one final time for Talladega.
You see Davey Hazard on that high line making a hard push of it. Can he pull it off? Can he get this win here? They're going to be close. Him and William Page got very close here coming down the back straightaway. Hazard's going to need some help. He's going to need some help. William Page hits the apron. That's going to stuff up that inside line a little bit.
Further on back, Garrett Sidner trying to come up the middle. Clowns to the left, Jokers to the right. Stuck in the middle with you, trying to get that middle groove to work. Peterson all over the back bumper. Darren Ingram, a little bit of grab. And go there. They're coming through the tri-oval, coming to the checkered flag. Ingram out front with teammates behind him. Hazard making that last charge, but it's not going to be enough. Darren Ingram wins it at Talladega.
And everyone makes it back to the line. Now they're all wrecked, but I mean, they always are.
Move on to our post-race coverage. We'll see burnouts with Darren, but I'm going to get our results real quick before they get too skewed. And it's an IPA 1, 2, 3, the colleague racing of the USORL.
What a great finish there, Joe.
What a finish. That is going to move Darren Ingram
into the next round of the playoffs.
And remember, Ingram was our winner in the championship season finale race last year at Homestead. So this gives him some time for the next couple weeks. Maybe take him off. Maybe do some more practice, some more testing at that last round of tracks. And oh boy. It's oh boy. We're gonna be talking with three of some pretty fun guys here in a second when we talk with our top 3 from IPA. last of all, we'll save the best for last. Our winner tonight, Darren Ingram, the Discount Tire Chevrolet. It's hard not to say Discount Tire Ford. There he goes.
Ford Relay.
He's going to try to burn it down. It's kind of hard to burn with the Super Speedway gearing.
I don't think the gearing will let him do it, but he's going to make a go of it.
He's going to try it for the fans.
He's going to do a victory lap, I think.
He's going to...
There you go. There you go.
Come on.
He's trying.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Again, we're going to talk with our top 3 drivers after this one here.
I'll go find some hats while you're doing that.
Ricky's going to find some hats. Because he doesn't like interviewing people because he's scared of people or something. I'm going to get the results on your screen here in a second. We'll also see if we can't get those playoff points. If those get posted before we go off the air, so we get those on your screen. But Darren Ingram going to move on to the next round. William Page with a great night, as well as Davey Hazard. Hazard going to be have a decent chunk of points on the gap. That will definitely serve him well. Folks, again, we're going to talk with our top 3, Darren Ingram, John Peterson, and William Page. First time I believe this year, we're going to be talking to Mr. Peterson. Helps put on all these shows here with the USORL. Thank you guys so much. What a fantastic night of racing here from Talladega. We can't thank you guys enough. If you liked the video, if you liked the racing action, if you liked Ricky and I up here in the booth, well, we got plenty more racing coming at you. We'll be live again Monday night with All-Star Racing Truck Series from Las Vegas. That will be a fantastic one, as All-Star Racing Series was great here at Talladega about a month ago with their Cup Series cars on a Thursday night. As well as we'll be back with Bomb Squad Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, a special showing of the Bomb Squad Truck Series. And then, of course...
All right, Joe, I got the hats.
Got the hats.
I got the hats.
Man of his word, Ricky Collette.
Man of my word. Hang on, I'll take a photo of this, too, when I do it.
All right. Well, you just send that when you get it. So we're going to start first with our 3rd place driver. I got to make sure. I'm struggling here. I think I got you in the right channel now. William Page.
Hello. I was like, why am I in the Ernie Irvin jar?
No, I moved you there because I wanted to make sure I got the right guy, because you guys all have your fun names, and I'm just a dum-dum. But William Page, driving number 42. Will. Chevrolet Camaro. ZL1LE. What a night.
Yeah, I know, an IPA 123, that can't get any better. All 3 of us are really stoked about that. That couldn't... Oh... We've been looking for one of those forever, and the fact that it came in this fashion, it doesn't get better than that.
Well, and you guys are going to make Ricky eat a hat, too, so that's pretty cool for us.
Really? I missed that. I'm going to have to go back in the broadcast and check that out. Ricky, hopefully it's not a hat you adore, and hopefully it's just something.
Oh,
All right. I can tell he's got a mouthful.
But, Will, a fantastic run for you tonight. Talk about your strategy, though, because I noticed... you didn't start coming to the front until later in that race, kind of the opposite of your 2 teammates that finished 1-2.
Yeah, I was just going to take it easy there in the beginning, and I was trying to figure out the whole fuel run strategy and everything, so I was basically staying back the whole race, clutching it, and a few times I guess got my clutch and brake pedal mixed up, whoops, and lost the draft at one point, but got caught back up, and eventually halfway through I was like, all right, it's time to get up here and, bring the action. So that's what happened, and y'all definitely saw plenty of that tonight. That's for sure.
Man, I just got a video from Ricky.
It's the hat, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It is. He's choking on
a lot of dust on one.
But Will, let's talk about what we've talked to you before about what this run to the championship means for you in this 42 team. We've talked about that before, of course. We've also
So
oh, sorry. I'm doing like 20 things at once right now. You're gonna have to excuse me. All right, nope, I got it.
Fine.
We're good. Well, this is a fantastic interview we're having right now.
I mean, we got Ricky over here eating hats. We got you doing multiple things.
I mean always doing
it's all
multiple
over the place.
things. That's what we do here at JTN. Talk about what it means though, because now you're going to be looking at a very good point situation. These last couple weeks, heading into next week at Richmond, and then the following week at, I believe it's Watkins Glen ends this round of 10. Or it could be the next round. I'd have to look at the schedule again because I'm not that good at remembering things. But talk about what it means to have a good run here tonight. And again, this being your last season, or at least you've said it's your last season. We all know that's a lie. Talk about what it means to have such good teammates and have such a good run here tonight, and also all the success you guys have had this year.
God, the overall communication between the three of us and then some of the other guys, top tier. I mean, it just comes down to that, and the fact that we all stick together when it comes to situations like that, and trying to get the best result possible for us in general, and just overall just being a well-rounded team at the end of the day, looking out for each other. But yeah.
What an answer. How was Darlington today? Because I know you were there.
God, it was a good race overall. We had our own little Tommy Joe Martin fan club up there in turn 4. We had people wondering who we were pulling for there early on, but it was a great race. Lots of fun. Will.
Had a fantastic race again, and as always, you know the drill by now. Thank all the sponsors, all the people back home. I know you had people in chat today. I want to thank them for tuning in, myself personally, but I think I hear them in the background as well.
Yeah.
Go ahead and thank all those family, all those friends, and all those sponsors.
Yeah. Like to thank my sponsor Will for sponsoring Will. Just a family, and Luch and Jacob, roommates, just everyone else that's out there supporting me. It's all about that.
Sounds like we're having a good time there.
Yeah, it's been like that for a little while.
All right, well, we'll get back to celebrate and have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and make sure you go tell your mom Happy Mother's Day.
Thanks. I definitely will be tomorrow.
Good. You better. I'll come to your house.
I promise.
All right. William Page, driver of the number 42 Chevrolet. Congratulations once again, and good luck next week at Richmond.
Thank you.
All right, that was Will Page. Wilbert, as he goes. All right, let's get you this video of Ricky eating his hat. If we can. There it is. Should be on your screen now. There he is. He's on your left.
All right, so I would eat two
I haven't
halves,
watched this video.
Hi.
Try to eat the second hat. Here we go.
Give it a whole play-by-play of me eating the hat.
I'm gonna try to get the other Dale hat in his mouth. There it is! That's what you guys really tuned in to see, was Ricky putting 2 hats in his mouth.
It was so stupid. The second one was like covered in dust too, so I stuck it in my mouth and I was immediately like, oh god, no.
That's what you pay to see here on JTN. Ricky eating his hat. Well, congratulations, guys, and thank you so much for the support getting us there. All right, let's bring in our second place finisher, our team owner winner. Fantastic run for his entire team. First time in the top 3 this year. Mr. John Peterson. You there, buddy?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, where did that run come from?
I don't know. I was running like 15th that entire race, and then I'm just built different on pit road. Apparently,
yeah.
TLRI has the best pit, no, not TLRI. IPA has best pit crew apparently.
There you go.
Because we went out 1, 2, 3, and we finished 1, 2, 3.
What teamwork goes into that? Because Ricky and I, before that last choose, we were saying, oh, well, Will's in third. If those two go to the same line, he's definitely going to have to take the top because he has to try to win for himself. But it looked like he was really committed to you guys. I didn't ask him about it because I want to hear from the owner's perspective more so. What does it mean to have such great teamwork with your drivers and, with your teammates?
Well, I think the big thing for me, Will, and Darren, we've been teammates in a lot of series. We were teammates in Fast, and we used similar teamwork. And our pure goal was just to make sure one of us won. And Darren was in front, and Darren's going on the next round of the playoffs too. So that's really awesome.
John, we know that you haven't been here for all the races this year. I've had a tough season with that 49 team. How many more races are you going to make? Because I know you're stepping away from the team ownership role going into next year. So how many more races are we going to see this 49 car out here?
Well, I'm hoping I make it to Dover. I'm really good at Dover, except when I wreck.
Yeah.
I'm really good at wrecking at Dover too.
That's good.
I like Richmond, so I might show up there. I guess it all depends on what weeks I am employed and what weeks I am not employed.
Is employment going well?
Unfortunately, it's going a little too well.
Yeah. How's that unfortunate?
Well, I have to work a little bit too much, and that's rather unfortunate at times. I don't like working on a Saturday, and unfortunately, the company I work for likes working me on a Saturday.
Well, just tell them no.
They don't like that. I've told them no. I don't know. I'm not really talking to my boss man right now, or boss woman right now.
That's true. That's true. John, you had a fantastic run. Your entire team had a fantastic run. I'm going to ask you to keep it clean because I know you like to live on the edge. Congratulations on the second place run and podium finish for you and your entire team. Before we let you go, you should know the drill at least.
All right.
Thank all the sponsors, all the family, all the friends, whoever you got. Go ahead.
All right. I first do not want to thank Kroger. Last time I was in the booth, I may have said a choice word towards Kroger, so I just want to say I do not like Kroger. Do not shop there. However, if you want the best fabrication shop is EnviroFab. If you don't, fabricate there, I don't know what you're doing. The best tires are at Discount Tires. When you go to the bathroom, the best thing to wipe with is dude wipes. I don't know why you wouldn't use anything else. I
agree with that one.
Armor All is the best oil, obviously. I don't know why you wouldn't use Armor All.
That's not what they make. But go on.
Or whatever they make. STP is the best oil.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, let me tell you, we used Mobile One at the start of the season, and I blew up so many times. I haven't blown up once with the STP. And that leads me to the next partner, I have to think. Team Chevy has been dedicated to IPA since we made the manufacturer change midway through the season. Toyota can, you know what, because they are absolutely terrible. Do not drive a Toyota. I don't know why we drove a Toyota. They were slow. We switched to Chevy, and since then, we have won 3-4 races. Chevy's they're built different. I mean,
like you.
Exactly. I am built different. IPA is built different, man. I gotta thank Wills, the sponsor in Will's car. Red Bull. There hasn't been a Red Bull car on track that much this season, but Red Bull is always good. I'm probably gonna drink like 5 Red Bulls after this because I don't know why not. Gotta get that energy level up. I gotta thank my mom. She's always been there for me, except for when she wasn't. But, most times she is. I got to thank my dad. He's always been there for me, except for when he wasn't. But sometimes he is. I got to thank my sister. She's like, I don't know, like 2 hours away. But, she's there for me in spirit sometimes. I got to thank the admins, Garrett, Zach, Noah, Matt. They're some of the best NR admins I've ever seen in this sport. I got to thank you guys. I got to thank TLRI. They are the best partnership I've been a part of. Actually, no, I'm not going to throw any shade at people. I'm too nice.
Good.
I gotta thank all the USORL council people. I'm not going to name them because that's a little bit too excessive. Obviously, JTN with you, Joe. You got Ricky in the booth sometimes. You got Tommy in the booth sometimes. Some of the best announcers in not only NR, but in motorsports, not even e-motorsports, like in motorsports in general. The quality is above none. Cal is still not cool. I don't really, Cal, I don't know anyone that thinks Cal is cool. And I lost the game.
Okay. Well, I mean, you didn't necessarily lose the game completely because you definitely won at life tonight with team finishing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That's okay. That one's okay. But John, congratulations. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and hope to see you next week at Richmond, because I want to see that 49 Armor All car. Those colors just look so good on a Chevrolet, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That orange, ooh.
Ooh. But also, John is a big supporter of us here at JTN. He uses code JTN at checkout when he buys his diecast at Circle B Diecast, and you should too. Isn't that right?
Heck yeah, and if you don't buy your merch at JTN too, I don't know.
I don't know what you're doing. If you don't buy
that Tommy Rolled shirt, I mean, the
Oh
Tommy
my-
Rolled shirt's so comfy. Premium, clothing.
And they're all like that. I mean, the JTN box logo, the JTN throwback logo, the new JTN race car, they're all just the best shirts you can get. And if you don't get one, what are you doing?
Look what the JTN car did at Michigan a few weeks ago.
I mean,
It's good.
right. And it did good tonight until it didn't.
Well, that'll happen at plate tracks, though.
Yeah. No one pushed him. That's okay. Because
Yeah.
everyone pushed you, John. Congratulations on the second place run. Good luck next time we see you out here on track.
Heck yeah. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks for all your support, Don.
Bye.
Bye. All right, now we get to move on to our victor. He's probably getting annoyed that we took so long. Moving him in. Old buddy Darren Ingram. You got a copy?
Woo!
Down in Victory Lane in Discount Tire Colors. I feel like I've seen a guy that drives a Discount Tire car in Victory Lane a lot here at Talladega, so I think that's a good omen, huh?
Hey, Discount Tire knows winners. Me, Brad, you. I mean, hey,
Hey.
they do them.
Hey, that's the best place to get tires. Is your team owner or half team partner, Don Pearson just said. But let's.
He knows.
Hey, built different is what he said about you and your pit crews.
Our crew was fantastic all night. Not just mine, all of the IPA guys. I think all of us gained spots on just about every pit stop. They were on fire tonight. Man, that was fantastic as both as a driver and as a team owner to see your cars finish 1, 2, 3, which I think is the first time it's been done in USORL Cup history. So that feels pretty dang cool.
Well, look at that. I mean, and then to also be the victor. I mean, that's got to feel good too, because now you can kind of these next 2 weeks you can kind of put yourself on cruise control, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, these next couple of weeks in the schedule here with Richmond and Kentucky they're two tracks that we can be fast at, but they're also two very dangerous tracks. Short track, tempers flare, you get run into, day can be done. And those mile and a halves, you're stressing the parts so much. You're running high revs, you're running the car on edge to make it, rotate on the long run. So it's easy to just crash out of nowhere from the lead even. So it's nice to be able to not have to worry about these 2 weeks. We get to look forward to Watkins Glen, which is a track you very much control your own destiny. Hometown track at Texas. We've been the fastest car there the last 2-3 seasons. And Dover, which is always fun. So very excited. Now we got to get him a win next week. So we get both these IPA cars working towards the Final Four.
And just a stat correction there, Trey Coleman writes in that you guys went 1, 2, 3 at Dega with turn left. So,
You know what? We did.
but you
Well, you know
lied.
what? Same alliance. We're in the same house. So, was I a part of that?
That's what he said.
Oh,
said-
you know what?
Hey, I'm just the messenger.
I believe you.
Okay, good. 'Cause I believe Trey. When Trey talks about you and super speedways and no wrong. You didn't have to make all those aggressive moves that we're kind of used to seeing you do here at these super speedways. Not a bad thing, not me throwing shade, because I think you do a really good job with them, but you didn't have to make those aggressive blocks tonight. Why do you think that was?
Yeah, we ran a new package tonight. I don't know if it got talked about much, but we were running a lot higher speeds than normal. We're usually in like the mid 190s most laps, and we were hitting in the draft 215, sometimes 216 heading into the corners. So it was more dangerous to really just be aggressive with the car. You can't really jerk the car all around at 215 miles an hour. So you had to pick and choose your battles more. And I mean, I went up top, tried to lead the outside a couple of times, tried to practice throughout the race and see what would work. I wasn't really having too much success on the top. Some guys were, but I really wasn't. Me and Cal had a little run there on the top, but for the most part, I felt better on the bottom. So I knew that's where I wanted to be, and luckily enough, we got all lined up 1, 2, 3 at the end, and I mean, I think you said we're the college racing of
Tommy said
USORL.
that. Tommy said that.
Okay.
Give him credit.
We tried to Stuart Haas it there, Collegiate right there at the end, and it worked out for us.
It worked out very well, Darren, and congratulations on the win. And now moving on to the round of 8. Know that you're really excited for the prospects of hopefully getting to race for a championship at Homestead if we, just look a little too far ahead, because I know you're not looking there just yet after winning that race last year. But before we let you go, you get to go celebrate with the team some more, take a relax next couple weeks here in the Cup Series Saturday nights, late night on JTN, of course, live as always. You know the drill by now. Thank the sponsors, the family, the friends back home, whoever you got. Floor is yours, buddy.
All right, got to thank Discount Tire. They hopped on tonight. They'll be on the car for one more race this season. They'll also be on for a couple next season. They'll be following me to the 31. So love that. Dude Wipes, DoorDash, Red Bull, Exalta, all those guys that help us out every week. We're hitting our stride at the right time. So got to thank all the guys back at the IPA shop and the guys in the TLI and Rev shops. Great motors. Thanks Mom. You built a winner, because I'm a winner. I'm built different. Love you, Mommy. She's got some cookies coming for her tomorrow since it's Mother's Day. And just thankful for everything. Thankful for you guys. And we got to go on, put on some good more shows to end this season.
Yeah, hey, 6 more great shows here with the USORL Red Bull Cup Series as we wind down Season 7. Darren, congratulations on the victory. A happy Mother's Day to your mom and all the moms out there. And have a fantastic Sunday and a fantastic week. And hopefully it's another fantastic run for all of IPA next week at Richmond. Congratulations again.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
As Darren Ingram, driver of the number 23 Discount Tire Chevy Camaro. And one more time, folks, here's Ricky eating a hat. Gotta show it twice, Ricky. There's like a random camera cut in there. So pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I thought I stopped the video and I started playing it again, and I thought it made 2 different videos, but apparently it just kept recording the entire time. As
you can tell, Ricky is definitely not the one that runs things around here. He's more of a math engineer. Would that be accurate?
No.
Okay, well. But folks, we can't thank you enough, and this is why we do stuff for you, because we appreciate all the support you can, even if it means we have to eat our hats sometimes. You'd never catch me disrespecting my hats like that, because I love my hats. I wouldn't eat them, and I wouldn't put dust in my mouth, Ricky. That was kind of gross.
That was kind of gross.
You would agree. But we can't thank you guys enough for all the support you give us, as always. 38 likes on the video as we're going off the air, and a lot of times those numbers go up. Be a friend, tell a friend. Share the broadcast with your friends. Also, make sure you check out all of the live upcoming streams. I believe we have our next one already posted, so you can go over to that with All-Star Racing Trucks from Las Vegas. You can hit the little bell icon on that live stream link that's on our YouTube channel, or if you're subscribed to us, you'll also get the notification, hopefully, if you have notification turned on when we go live, to stay up to date, because it's usually me up here in the booth, so if you like hearing my voice, this is me, Joe. Hello, JoeTowNetwork. I'm in the booth for all these races if you like hearing my voice. Ricky will be back with me Wednesday and Thursday. Hopefully Thursday's his birthday, so make sure you stop by and tell him happy birthday. I believe he would love that birthday treat. And we'll be back next Saturday with the United States Online Racing League Red Bull Cup Series at the Richmond Raceway. Beautiful Richmond, Virginia, a track that we have a lot of experience with here on JTN, and a track that's going to put on a fantastic little short track racing show here in the USORL. You can actually watch last year's Richmond race that was broadcast live on JTN right now on the JTN YouTube. It's fair warning, video quality might not be as good as it is now because we're fantastic now, as we've been told, Ricky. But folks at home, we can't thank these guys enough, can we?
No, I really don't think we can. It was what a great night.
What a great night of sim racing, and folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I said it in the middle of the broadcast. I just want to reiterate again. May be the biggest month in racing, but May is also Mental Health Awareness Month. Remember that you are not alone, and that all of us here at JTN encourage you to reach out to loved ones if you or someone you know has been struggling. It's okay to not be okay. For more information and resources, check out NAMI.org. That's NAMI.org. There's a bunch of resources on there that you can use to find different ways to help, because I know the biggest barrier to mental health care is definitely money and having health care, and that's a challenge for a lot of people out there. I know it's been a challenge for me, and Get those resources if you need them or a loved one needs them. Remember, you're not alone. Be part of the change. Break the stigma. We love you guys so much and can't thank you enough for all your support. For all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for Ricky Klett, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Monday night, All-Star Racing from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway with the trucks, 8:55 p.m. Eastern Time. And if not, then next Saturday night, United States Online Racing League Red Bull Cup Series from Richmond. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you guys next time live here on JTN. Peace out, everybody. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be... Oh!
Maverick!
They're wide!
Who did that?
Turn 4 into the tri-oval. Whitehill through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
All right, and they're wrecking behind them. We got cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down, but it doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Comes Musa. Musa's gonna.
Oh, he's going to use that apron.
He's gonna use the apron.
They're going to be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line. So Musa gets it.